the official start to the NRL season. This would be the official start. Bing bong. We are ready to rock and roll, baby. Hey guys, how you going? This is BKRsport. We're here for the NRL All Stars game, which is Indigenous taking on the Maori All Stars, which is always one of my favourite events in the calendar. I love the cultural representation. I love everything to do with it, from the Indigenous war cry to the Maori haka. It really is just such a fantastic event, and it's always such a good game too. Usually we do see quite a competitive matchup between these two teams, because obviously it is the best, or the best of the best when it comes to the individual cultures, but it is the best of the best going up against each other, and usually it is quite close. Last year, the Indigenous won 28-24 in Rotorua. In 2022, the Maoris won 16-10 at CommBank Stadium, so the home team hasn't won the last couple of years. 2021 was a draw in Townsville, where it is today, Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Back in 2020, 30-16 to the Maoris over the Indigenous in Seabus Stadium. So a home team has not won since 2019, which was 34-14 to the Indigenous over the Maoris at Amy Park in Melbourne. So usually it's quite a close game, but it's actually quite crazy. There's only been one time in the 6-year history of five years, only one time has the home team won. So I guess Maori All Stars fans, this could be your time to shine. It could be something that you guys are really looking towards. But yeah, look guys, obviously I'm super excited, man. The game does start at 7:10 p.m. local time, so in about 20 minutes time. We'll kick back, we'll talk about the two team lineups. Obviously jump in the chat, let us know who you're supporting, who you want to see win, what players to look out for, because again, this is the start of the NRL season officially. And I will put this out there, guys. Although this is a massive match with great players, you have to expect there is going to be errors here today. Because although it does represent and does have a massive impact in regards to the two cultures, at the end of the day, it is also still pre-season, right? So there is going to be mistakes. It is wet weather up there. We saw the women's Indigenous team win by a pretty significant amount. I think it was like 26-4. In the end, over the Maori All Stars. So there's a Titans fan. Get around. There's a Titans fan in attendance. But yeah, you're going to see mistakes, guys. So it's not going to be the absolute epitome of quality that you're going to see in the NRL finals and whatnot. It's not going to be Origin, because obviously you've had time to really prepare the body, get that match fitness up, and you're in the rhythm and the flow of rugby league. This is still technically pre-season. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a few knock-ons tonight, but hopefully it is a close game, an exciting game, and that's exactly what we want to see. But, guys, let's get into the two-team lineups here. Obviously, smack that like button. Do it. Smack it right now, and subscribe if you are new around here. We hit 25,000 subscribers last night. I appreciate you guys. That is absolutely massive. So let's keep on cracking. Next stop, 30K. But all right, the Indigenous All Stars here. They host the Maori All Stars at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. The fullback today for Indigenous is Latrell Mitchell from the South Sydney Rabbitohs, with the wingers being possibly the fastest wing pairing. Get in the chat and tell me right now if I'm wrong here. But Josh Adokar and Alofiana Khan-Pereira has to be the fastest wing pairing we've ever seen. We had someone in the last chat say that David Mead and Kevin Gordon potentially. I think that Adokar and Khan-Pereira slaughter them, to be completely honest with you. And I love Meady and Kevy G when they're at the Gold Coast Titans. But I do think that Josh Adokar and Alofiana Khan-Pereira are possibly the fastest wing pairing we've ever seen in rugby league. And it's just absolutely crazy to see what they can provide here today. Obviously, Adokar from the Doggies and Alofiana Khan-Pereira from the Titans. You go into the centres, another speedster, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow from the Dolphin, and Katoni Staggs from the Broncos. That 1 through 5 is just absolutely filthy. And then you go to the halves, the Sharkies connection here. Braden Trindle is the 5'8", and Nico Hines is the halfback. I love that, man. That 1 through 7 is absolutely astronomical. Really excited for that. You on the front row forwards, Shakai Mitchell and Josh Kerr. Shakai Mitchell from the Rabbitohs and Josh Kerr from the Dolphin. And then Kieran Mosley. I'm not even too sure if he's actually signed with the club. He could be Cowboys. I'm not too sure. But he's been around for a little bit now. Just hasn't really kind of cracked on at that NRL level. So there's a little bit of a worry in regards to that front row pairing and the number 9 comparatively to the Maori All Stars, who we'll get into in a second. You go into the back row, Adam Elliott and Josh Curran. Adam Elliott from the Newcastle Knights, Josh Curran from the Canterbury Bulldogs. And then the 13 is Jermaine Hopgood from the Parramatta of the Squeals. He had an absolutely electric 2023 season with the Eels. So we're expecting to see him get even bigger and better this year, where he got into the emerging Queensland squad. He was a part of the Queensland squad last year. Let's see if he can go one better this year, right? So yeah, looking forward to that. Interchange, Bailey Butler from the Dolphins, Brian Kelly from the Titans, Hohepa Peru from the Raiders, Bailey Biondiado from the Doggies, Zach Fulton from Manly, Jordan Grant from the Storm, I think, and Kyle Labutt from the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be the Roosters. It's one of the two. But overall, I think the Indigenous All Stars have an unbelievable electric 1 through 7, but their forwards are a little bit concerning. Their forwards are what could concern you in this game, so they should be able to score points. But with that being said, you know, it's usually backs that decide who wins the game, but the forwards decide. No, sorry, the forwards decide. What is it? What is the one? It's the backs decide who wins the game, forwards decide by how much. I think it's the forwards win the game, and the backs decide by how much. But at the end of the day, right, like the forwards are still decent in Josh Carr and Jermaine Hopgood and the likes, but you're about to see the forwards of that Maori side, and you're going to be like, wowee, that is huge. So that's why it's going to be such like an interesting battle here today of the backs against the forwards. It'll be super interesting. But all right, the Maori All Stars, their fullback Jesse Arthurs from the Brisbane Broncos. Go to the wings, Jojo Fafita and Adam Pompey. Jojo Fafita from the Titans, Adam Pompey from the Warriors. Now, Jojo, if he's going up against a Lofiana Khan-Pereira today, that'd be awesome for Titans fans specifically, because everyone's always like, who's faster, Lofi or Jojo? Now, Jojo is actually the faster one. He actually is, but people don't know that because they haven't been able to see it in regards to the NRL. If you've been in a Titans training or you know the boys, they always say it's Jojo over Lof. But then again, Jojo might not have the confidence right now comparatively to Lof. So he's coming off an injury from last year. So be interesting, but that'll be a really good battle if we get to see that. They go to the centres, Dane Gagai and Matty Tomoko. Dane Gagai from the Newcastle Knights and Matthew Tomoko from the Raiders. 5'8", Cody Nick Raymond from the Dolphins and Jerome Hughes from the Melbourne Storm as the halfback. So that 1 through 7 is serviceable, right? There is some quality in that, like in Jerome Hughes. There's some quality in the likes of Dane Gagai and potentially Matty Tomoko, but overall it doesn't have that same spark, crazy electricity that you see with that back line from the Indigenous All Stars. So that's where that battle there is quite, different, where Indigenous have a pretty significant lead in regards to the back line. So that's something to really watch out for today. But let's get into the forwards now. Front row forwards, Leo Thompson from the Newcastle Knights and Xavier Willison from the Brisbane Broncos. Much better front row pairing in my personal opinion, but youth as well. Leo and Xavier are both young products. Xavier potentially could be getting that front row spot for Tom Flegler this year at the Broncos. So it's going to be a massive game for those two guys, and Brandon Smith is the hooker, so they definitely do take the lead in that department. Go to the back row, Britton Nakora and Kenneth Bromwich. That is just absolute quality written all over there. Kenny Bromwich with a massive amount of experience, whilst Britton Nakora is a New Zealand international, now playing for the Maori team as well, and is just one of the best back rowers in the competition, top 4 in the competition alongside Dave Fafita, and then you can mix it up between him, Keon Kolomatangi, and also Hamola Lakwatu, and then you can also mix it up alongside Liam Martin there as well. But at the end of the day, that is just such an insane kind of back row pairing. And then you got Joseph Tarpany from the Raiders as the lock. That is an incredible forward pack. So the 1 through 7 for the Indigenous clears, but the 8 through 13 for the Maori All Stars clears as well. Go to the bench, Royce Hunt from the Sharkies, Jazz Tavanga from the Warriors, Trey Mooney from the Raiders, Dylan Walker from the Warriors, Tamati Martin from the Warriors, Jack Howarth from the Storm, and then my boy Keenan Palasia from the Gold Coast Titans. So I don't know who to tip in this game. I do feel like the Indigenous should have the advantage based on that back line, but then again, the stats go against them as well, because there's only been one time that the home team in this Indigenous versus Maori concept has the home team won. Secondly, it's wet weather, so you're taking a lot of the speed and electricity out of the game from that wet weather, and the forwards absolutely dominate from the Maori All Stars. I don't know, man. I think I'll still lean by like probably a 2-point game to Indigenous, but it absolutely could be a boil-over as well. There absolutely could be a boil-over here. It's going to be such a phenomenal game, I believe. But guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new around here, get in the chat, let us know your prediction, and let's get into it, baby. Let's get into it, baby. Here we go. Janet Austin says, best NRL YouTuber, I appreciate ya. AJ Ellis says, AKP to score first. I love that. Yeah, but definitely a potential, man. Definitely a potential. It's going to be absolutely huge. AJ, that's right. I'm going to look for Jesse Arthur. I'm calling out for Jesse Arthurs. Yeah, he's fullback. I don't really see him as a fullback. He's obviously a winger when he's at the Broncos. Actually originally was at the Titans as well, early days. I do think that they really might suffer in that fullback department, but I don't really rate Latrell as a massive fullback himself either, to be fair. I do think that he's the best centre in the game when he plays centre, but he hasn't played centre for a few years now. So He's a great... Is he a great fullback, though? What's he really done in the fullback since going to the Rabbitohs? I don't know. He has a lot to prove in 2024, in my personal opinion. Gunnavid says, who have you got winning? I've probably got Indigenous just, but I could easily see the Maori All Stars winning too. I really could. Logan Ballsack says, every year it's literally Indigenous dominating the back line and the Maori dominating the forward pack. Yeah, it makes sense though. You know, the Indigenous have always been known for their pace, for their, you know, wingers and centres and whatnot, whilst, you know, Māoris are very well known for being big, tough units, right? So it definitely does make sense. I just think that in this wet weather, you could definitely see a boil over. You could absolutely... It's going to be really, really dangerous here for the Indigenous. Absolutely dangerous. Slabber says Hammer and Loftgill the tries. Makes sense for sure. But I think Hamiso is alongside Adokar on the left-hand side. Because Josh Adokar will play left. Loft does play left for the Titans though. So he may play left. I think Adokar's got the 2 on him though, doesn't he? Yeah, Adokar's got the 2. I'd assume Adokar will play left alongside Hamiso, while Stags will play right alongside Loffy, which does mean that you're going to see Jojo versus Loff. So we will see Jojo versus Loff. How good's that? That's good, man. I love that. I love that. El Paso's Most Wanted says, how good to have the footy back pre-season has felt like a lifetime. It definitely has, bro. It honestly has. Obviously, we had the pre-season last night with the Doggies game, which was, you know, decent. Then we had the women's game before, this game now, and then we've got tomorrow, which is a huge day. We've got a massive amount of games tomorrow, pre-season, 4 games. Sharks and... Oh, geez, who is it? I know the Charity Shield is tomorrow, though, between the Rabbitohs and the Dragons. Sharks and Knights at Newcastle, Gosford, sorry. Roosters Manly at Gosford, Eels Raiders at Cogra, and then Rabbitohs Dragons at Cogra. And then Sunday we have Warriors Tigers in Christchurch, Cowboys Broncos in Mackay, and then Dolphins Titans at Sunshine Coast Stadium. So yeah, massive weekend of rugby league, man, and it just shows that we're back. Like, we're officially back. You know, don't plan things for the weekends anymore, guys, unless you're going to a game, because rugby league is back. Logan Ballsack says, imagine an Indigenous backline of 1 Walsh, 2 Adokar, 3 Mitchell, 4 Hammer, 5 Loffy, 6 Mammal, Walker, 7 Hines. Reece Walsh, is he Indigenous? Reece Walsh Heritage. Oh, he is Indigenous. There you go. He's also of Maori descent. I knew that. I knew that he had the Maori descent. I didn't know he had Indigenous descent. I did not know that he had Indigenous descent, Reece Walsh, but I did know that he had Maori descent. So he could actually play for either of these 2 teams. He could play for either. But yeah, that would be a great backline. I think that your backline would definitely be Walsh, Adokar, Mitchell, Hammer, Loft. Yeah, that's insane. That is an insane backline. As the 6, I'd have Cody Walker and Nico Hines. I think they would personally work together best. I think they would work better together than Mam and Hines personally. Slapper says, I'm kind of disappointed we won't see Walker get angry tonight. I was actually really looking forward to seeing what Cody Walker and Nico Hines could do together. I do think that this year we'll see Cody Walker decline a little bit due to age. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that he's going to be a bad player by any means, but I do think that he's obviously getting on there in age. So it might be one of those years where he starts to kind of take a little bit of a step back. But overall, at the end of the day, you know, he is still one of the primo 5'8s that can't be. And they are potentially considering seeing him going into the 7 if Lachlan Ilias doesn't work out, put Jack White into the 6, or he just doesn't work out and Jack White goes to the 6 alongside Ilias. But I don't really rate Ilias a great deal, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Rabbitohs go this year in 2024. Walsh is both Indigenous and Māori apparently. Yeah, crazy. Nate Chase says, bloody oath, Blaze, he's streaming the Indigenous game, legend. Let's go the mob, mate. Of course we're streaming the Indigenous game. We're always streaming, son. We are always streaming. We streamed the women's games just before too. We streamed both the men's and the women's game. We did the Bulldog Storm game last night. We'll do 4 games tomorrow and 3 games on Sunday, mate. You know me, son. You know me. Blake Harley getting around it. Like Logan Ballsack says, well, man, we'll probably take over for Walker. Yeah, I would agree. I want to see what Mam does this year. I feel like Mam gets overrated a tad. But with that being said, he is still also very quality. But I do think that people have kind of put him into that elite category already, which I kind of find a little bit absurd. It'll be interesting to see if he can lead this team post Reynolds, because he'll be expected to be effectively, him and Reece Walsh will be the leaders of this Broncos outfit, and you look towards more the halves than you do the fullback. But all right, the Indigenous are about to come out here. They are about to come out. El Paso's most wanted. It sounds like you've been fiending for some footy, mate. I've been desperate for some footy. Everyone's been desperate, mate. It's felt like so long, brother. It's felt like so long, but it's back now, man. Don't have to wait anymore. We are back and ready to rock and roll now. We are back and ready to rock and roll now. No more waiting. Just hopefully this is a close game tonight. Hopefully it's a good game we can chirp up. Because the last game, although I thought it was going to be a great game earlier on between the women, the last game didn't kind of hit it as much. It was a good game for the most part, but it didn't hit it. Fanging for the foosball. Exactly right, Nate J. Exactly right. But all right, here they come. Indigenous All Stars walking out with their flag and the Maori All Stars ready to rock and roll. They don't have anything with them, though. So I would assume that we do see the Indigenous war cry first. So give me some score predictions in the chat, guys. I'm going to go 14-12. I'm going to say a low-scoring game with this wet weather. But then again, a low scorer probably does go in line with the Maori All Stars. I'm just telling you, like, everything inside me is saying that a Maori All Stars win is coming. Like, everything right now, it's telling me to say the Maori All Stars. But I just can't do it. 16-10 Indigenous. Brocky Sports says, unbranded getting around it. Nate J, Indigenous 13+. 13+ in wet weather, especially when a team has only won once as the home team. And that forward pack of the Maori All Stars, big call. Indigenous going for all three games tonight. The touch game, women's, and now the men's. What was the touch game about? Like, who was involved there? Is that like a professional touch, or was there like players, or what happened there? Someone says, would you rather the better forward pack or better backs? That's the question. If it was a dry track and it was a beautiful day, I'm taking the better backs. But on a wet weather track like today, you kind of think, I probably would rather those tough, gritty forwards, like a Joe Tarpany, like a... they're spewing, obviously, that Fisher Harris isn't there. Welcome to Country right now. You know, Leo Thompson, grindy. Xavier Willison, young, potentially grindy. Britt Nakora, elaborate kind of back rower. Kenneth Bromwich, grindy. Joe Tarpany, grindy. Like, they've got a great kind of forward pack that can get them through this tough weather conditions. You take the speed a lot out of the game when it comes to this. You take a lot of the speed out of the game when it comes to it. Under 20s Oz tag, I think. David says, I was in the touch game. Sure you were. Pro touch players. There you go. Aotearoa going up again. What's the Indigenous name for Australia? Indigenous name for Australia. Because I know that, obviously, they did not really specifically have any name for the whole of the land that is called Australia now. They did have some idea about the breadth of the land, with stories of people walking from Western Australia to Queensland just to find someone not related to marry their daughter off to. Wow. That's crazy. That's awesome. Aboriginal people did not specifically have any name for the whole of the land that's called Australia now. I don't know how the next part has anything to do with that, but it says they did have some idea of the breadth of the land, with stories of people walking from Western Australia to Queensland just to find someone not related to marry their daughter off to. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a long way. That's a long walk, man. That is a long, long walk. How far have the Titans gone this year, Blaze? Got a bit says, long way. Long way from Western Australia to Queensland, that's for sure. Western Australia being the bottom, Queensland being slapped right up there. Long walk to China. Long walk to China, Jay. Very long walk to China. Alright, so we're about to get into the haka and the war cry. What was the minute of silence just then for, by the way? What was the minute of silence for? I was too busy doing my job and talking for the commentary. But what was the minute of silence for just then? The last part sounds like my hometown. Hey, well, listen, this is why Tasmanians couldn't walk out of Tasmania, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't walk. Isn't that part between Tasmania and Victoria meant to be like super rough weather and water? Blake Hart says, just wondering, have you made a Supercoach league? I have not yet. I need to. El Paso's Most Wanted said, if the Titans even make the 8 this year, I don't think we'll see Blaze for a while. It'll be a 2-week bender. Mate, you give me a home final, I'm not leaving that stadium. I'm done. That's it. I'm gone. I'm done. People are like, oh, what will happen when you win the grand final? Oh, God. You won't know me, son. I won't know me. I won't know my name. All right, here is the haka first. Leo Thompson in the middle. Olivia Reed says, hey, everyone, happy Friday. It is Friday, Rugby League. Easy. So you got Joe Tarpany at the front alongside Britton Nakora and Royce Hunt. Cody NRL there out to the right. Who's that there? He's got a strong... Is it Pukana with the tongue? Is that what it's called? I swear that's what it's called. That says, now for the charity match. You didn't talk during the anthem. I expect the same, sir. Well, to be fair, like in regards to this, I would have to not talk during the Welcome to Country, anthem, huckers. Don't know about that one. El Paso's most wants to end up in the Gold Coast lockups after a night out in the strip if you want it, Granny. Mate, I wouldn't get back to Gold Coast. I'd be in Sydney at the game, and I would, unless someone gets me on a plane that second, God help me. Let me read, they do it at Warriors home games. Pukana Cam. I think I swear they did that at the Gold Coast Titans game this year too. Dane Gagai and I are now getting around it. Dane Gagai. This is always such a good moment of it though. Oh, now Joe Tarpany getting around it. So like mixing it up. They went from Leo Thompson, Dane Gagai, now Joe Tarpany. Can someone tell me who Kieran Mosley plays for? I know he maybe used to be Cowboys. At least it's a bit of a better crowd now. I do think it would have sold out if it wasn't for it being raining. Libby says, I thought it was meant to click off at 8 p.m. Glad we switched over now. 8 p.m. in New South Wales. It's, well, 8:10 p.m. in New South Wales. There's Nico Irons. Not reading that coming out. Dane Gagai's fully getting into this. I love it. Dane Gagai is like, his neck is tensing up and everything. Almost Most Wanted says, Townsville residents are allergic to the wet weather, so I'd say so. Yeah, well, I do think it would have sold out if it was a dry track. Must suck being at 8 p.m. It would suck, Jay, for sure. Yeah, imagine living in a place where it's already 8 o'clock. Wow, boy. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, but there's that whole side there empty. But yeah, no, I'd be unlucky to be a New South Welshman. Livy Reed says, this rain is horrible. I want to get my lawn mowed. Yeah, I was at Titans training this morning and I had to stand in the rain for a good hour before I was invited underneath the covers, which was good. Well, the Indigenous are challenging them. The Indigenous are walking up to them. Oh, you don't usually like to see that because every time the haka is challenged for the All Blacks, the team who does it loses. FYI, just want to throw this out there. Every time the haka is challenged for the All Blacks, the other team who challenged it loses. Wallabies, they did it once, lost. Wales have done it. I think Americans did it, but like, that was always going to happen. There's been South Africa maybe. The point is that it's interesting to challenge it like that because a Kangaroos did it once actually. The Australian Kangaroos did it once against the Kiwis. We finally get to see Wethead Nico. Oh, Mitchell. You've just said something that I didn't even think about until right now. Wethead Nico. The Maori All Stars have no chance. They don't have a chance. But alright, here's the Indigenous war cry right now. You got Latrell, Josh Hadakar, and Nico Hines leading the line. I love the way, like, I love Indigenous paintings. And I love, like, ornaments. I love those kind of, like, shields and stuff like that. It's just so cool, the way that they're designed. If Josh Curran doesn't turn you on, Wethead Nico will. Yeah, Josh Curran doesn't turn me on, but Wethead Nico, oh my goodness me, now we're talking. Braden Trindle now up the front. I actually didn't know Braden Trindle was Indigenous until he got named. Olivia Reed says, yeah, and there was that big buffoonery in the papers about the Kangaroos challenging at that last time. Wasn't that the 2008 World Cup? I feel like I was there. I'm pretty certain that was the 2008 World Cup against New Zealand where they lost at Suncorp. I feel like that's when the Kangaroos challenged it. Because if it was 2012, that, like, was it Tri Nations or Four Nations or whatever? It was awful because the pass the New Zealanders won on was about 17 metres forward. Oh, Loffy, my boy, he's getting into it now. Now Hamiso. Geez, lots of cheers for Hamiso. Another time too, recently, I think. Recently with the Kangaroos? With the Kangaroos, you sure? It would have had to have been before 2020. I tell you what, there's a lot of people sitting down by that section where the TV is. It's like there's so many seats where you can sit away from that. You can go undercover, lads. It is possible to go undercover. There is so many seats available at this game. There you can move. Gideon Geller Mosby. Jeez, that's a name from the past. Hold on one sec. Check that. Alright, well, we are about to get going. We are about to go live here. How good. Rugby league season. Here we go, baby. Because again, this is the official start. I feel like the war cry and the haka has gotten a little bit longer this year. We're back. We are back, son. I'm really intrigued to see how I do on that Titans stream on Sunday. I don't like streaming Titans games. Olivia Reed says, thank God we don't have to watch Better Homes and Gardens tonight. I don't think I was watching Better Homes and Gardens tonight, regardless if there was rugby league on, to be honest with you, Olivia. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Still got the Indigenous war cry right now. Is that still a show? Apparently it's still a show. Let me see, it's just background noise. Alright. I think that's... Are we about to start up now? Slubber says, I didn't want to see some rich person's garden anyway. Hey, Greg. Oh, now here we go. Now it's picking up. This is cool. More into Antiques Roadshow. Not even my mum ever watched that. Only over 80s watch Better Homes and Gardens these days. I don't think I ever really watched that. Alright. You got Adam Pompey and Nico Hines giving each other the stare down right now. Here we go. That was a full on. What's it called when you have the forehead to forehead? It's like it's a Maori thing. Because when I was at the Dragons Warriors game at Wollongong, I remember some bloke came up to me. He was a Maori, and he came up to me and did that. What's it called again? Burke's Backyard. That's back in the days. The old Burke's Backyard. Hongi. That's the one. Typical Trivo. Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool moment, to be completely honest with you, as a young bloke, and a random person just came up to me and did that. Who was a subscriber to the channel, obviously. Well, obviously got to respect cultures, Taz. But alright, here we go. Game's about to start here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Indigenous versus the Maori All Stars. And then tomorrow, four games tomorrow. That is going to be such a strangle of a day. Usually 3 games is a lot to stream in the regular season. 4 games is in the one day. Wow, I remember one time, the longest amount of streams I've done is like 7. I did like 3 NRL streams, and then I did like 3 rugby union streams, or a Premier League stream, and 3 rugby union streams in the World Cup or something. I don't know, it was crazy. Couple of years ago. Great day on the couch tomorrow. Great day. And then even on Sunday, it's 3 games. And then next week it starts on Friday. There's no Thursday game. Is this game in quarters as well? I would assume so, Sundo. I would assume so. It is a concept game. So you're more than likely going to see 20-minute quarters. It's always kind of how it goes, which will feel shorter. But with that being said, you've got to remember this is still technically pre-season. So these guys are still getting back into match fitness. They're still getting kind of putting themselves in the right way for the NRL season. And this is usually what ultimately kicks us all off. So the 20-minute quarters does make sense. But yeah, this does have the makings of a tight one. I just think... I do think the better team on paper is the Indigenous, but I just think the Maori All Stars forwards, it's really hard to say that they don't get the job done here of the Indigenous in this wet weather. Jay says, I'd rather do 4 streams to sit through another 3-hour, 15-minute second row tier stream. You got the halfbacks on Monday, and you got the front rowers on Friday, I think. Front rowers went for about 2.5 with Hectic Fred. Trademark, I did the halfbacks in like an hour 45. Actually, no, they'll come out Thursday with Hectic Fred, Jay. So set your calendar, mate. Set your calendar. But all right, we are just about to get started, and the Indigenous will kick it off here. And it will be the Maori All Stars who will get it through Arthurs. He gives up to Leo Thompson. Jeez. Shakai Mitchell was lining one up there. It's just unfortunate that Leo Thompson was a little bit to the left and Shakai does miss that massive hit. But look at the way the Indigenous are coming up in the line early. Kenny Bromwich will make about 5 metres, but you can see the Indigenous are really bringing the heat here in regards to the ferocity of how they're starting up. But that's a great run there by one of their forwards, Xavier Willison there for the Maori All Stars. But 4 streams, Jay, that goes for 8 hours. So you're saying 4 streams of 8 hours rather than 3 hours and 15 minutes? Which, to be fair, though, the second row of tier stream is not live. These are at least live. But Jerome Hughes will kick this ball into the corner. And yes, to tell everybody, it is 20-minute quarters. Oh, Adokar runs this ball back hard. But Dane Gagai with a real solid hit there alongside Britton Nakora. You can see just how ferocious this start is as well. Rather Davey Ashes. Oh, mate, Ashes. Those streams were the best. I'm telling you, though, that NRL Grand Final, if I had to stream that game rather than going to it, would have been the craziest stream in the history of BKRsport by a long way. They go right-hand side now. So on this left wing, they've got... So on the left wing... So they've got Loffy on the right wing down here for the Indigenous. Who's on the left wing? Have they switched it around? Yeah, they have. The number 5 for the Maori is Adam Pompey. Why have they switched that? I don't understand why they switched that. But first tackle now for the Maori All Stars. And they'll get this ball out to the 30. And just probably have started off the better, but it's still obviously very, very in the balance. We've only been here for 2 minutes. Xavier Wilson trying to say that he got a high tackle there. I think that one was coming. They're saying it's not a big crowd. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock, it's not a big crowd. Like, you're not going to get a big crowd in this weather. Especially when North Queensland Stadium is quite open, to be honest with you. It's not like it's completely closed. There's not an insane amount of places that you can get cover. Tarpon, he gets slapped out at the 45. Fit tackle, they go up to Jerome Hughes. Let's see if they can catch it under pressure. Trell Mitt does grab it. He lost it. Knock on. Trell Mitt, great hit there. That's a great hit by Gagai. That is an unbelievable hit there from Dane Gagai. But Trell Mitchell grabs it and then loses it in the tackle. Huge. Huge. But that's what's going to happen in today's game. It was good there from Nakora to kind of put him off a little bit. But at the end of the day, Mitchell grabbed the ball. But just the way that Dane Gagai comes in with the hit, he knocks it out. And Gagai's still got it, baby. Still got it. Sandra says, you reckon Cheese will play the whole game? As a Roosters fan, we need him to be able to this year. Who else could play hooker in their team? Jazz Tavanga? So no. No. Tavanga can. I guess Tamati Martin as well could. Dylan Walker could. No. Smith won't play the full 80. Appreciate your dad's mate member for 21 months as I'm legal in the US. God help you, see in Vegas. Second tackle now. Xavier Willison, 5 metres out. Here comes the Maori All Stars. Can they score early? You do not want to be trailing and chasing in weather like this. Tarpany out to Jerome Hughes, has to go down, otherwise an obstruction. Flubber says Cheese isn't good after leaving the Storm. I would agree, he definitely has not been at his best. And I said to you guys, as soon as he signed with the Roosters, I said, it's not a good fit for him. Tarpany will score a try though. Joe Tarpany, that's a massive run. That is a massive run by Joseph Tarpany from the Canberra Raiders. And the Maori All Stars will take the lead 4-0 here with a kick to come. 4-0 here with a kick to come. That is an absolutely huge play there. I'm going to refresh that so you can see it. There we go. The error from Trell Mitt is what's given it. Sumner says he had good moments last year. I personally disagree. I didn't think he had a good year at all for the Roosters. But it doesn't mean he can't have a good year this year. But I did call that he wasn't going to be his Storm form when he got to the Roosters. I did say that. But the Maori All Stars will take a 4-0 lead. 4 years in a row, the away team has won the Indigenous versus Maori All Stars game. Can it happen again? Slapper says Turpin is better. I don't agree with that one either, Slapper. I do think Brandon Smith is still better. I just don't think the Rooster system fits him. I've never thought that the Rooster system was going to... I thought that he was doing incredibly well with Craig Bellamy at the Storm. And then I think that they kind of utilised him... Well, they utilised him really well with the Kiwis when he was there. But good try there for Joseph Tarpany. 5 minutes in, and that was just kind of too easy there. Kind of too easy. But this is why I tell you guys, Tarpany is a lock, a guarantee for me in Supercoach this season. There is no way that I couldn't have Joey Tarpany in my Supercoach. I think that he's going to have an absolutely massive year for the Canberra Raiders. And, yeah, I think that he's a guaranteed must-have in Supercoach. I do. All right, let's move that like that. There you go. So Cody Nicarima is taking the kick-in tonight, and he will absolutely bang, bang, bang put that on through. So it is 6-0 here to the Maori All Stars. I think the Roosters, their issue is that they have good players on paper, but it doesn't ever seem like they're actually pieced together nicely. The issue with the Sydney Roosters is that they sign all these big stars expecting them to be big stars, even though they're not necessarily looking into them working alongside of each other, is what my issue with the Sydney Roosters is. It's like they just say, he's good, add another team, big name, bring him in. So they do that and they'll work out. I feel like that happens with quite a lot of their players. Oh, gee. Oh, that's out. Wow. Wow, Jesse Arthurs. That's a bad mistake. That is a bad mistake there from Jesse Arthurs. He grabs it and puts his foot over the sideline. That's an incredible kick there. That is an incredible kick from the Indigenous. That's insane. That is an incredible kick. Jesse Arthurs will grab it. It would have stayed in bounds, though. You can't even really blame Arthurs. You would have expected him to try and throw it back in or something like that, but it would have been risky. So, yeah, there you go. That's Liam Knight bad. Yeah, Liam Knight, he had an awful game yesterday. But, all right, Indigenous here. 10 metres out from the line. Shakai Mitchell. Now 5 metres out. They've got the better back line. They're expected to score points here today. Here we go. Surely they score points right now. Nico Hines gives it up to Jermaine Hopgood. And Hopgood will get absolutely manhandled there by Brett Nakora, Leo Thompson, and Xavier Willison. The entire forward pack there just locked him down. They're 8 metres out here from the line. Josh Kerr. I'm not a fan of the forward pack here. For the Indigenous side, Trindle gives it out here. Trell Mitt to Josh Adokar. Doggy, woof. Try time for the Indigenous All Stars. 6-4 with a kick to come. 6-4 here with a kick to come. The Fox goes bang. The Fox goes bang. It's 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. And be a tough kick from the left. There was a 6 again, by the way, but Trindle gets the ball back to Trell Mitt. And Trell Mitt with a really good cutout pass. Cuts out Hamiso and says, Adokar, go for gold. And he puts that ball down over the sideline in the corner. Too easy, baby. Too easy. It's going to be a good game. So maybe there's more points in this game than we thought. In the last game, I tipped Indigenous 24-16. But now I'm kind of thinking like a 22-20. Cryptic says, might be a stupid question, but why does it say quarter 1? Is there a new rule for NRL 2? No. So it's not, firstly, it's not stupid. In this concept, in these games specifically, there is quarters for the All-Stars. It's not an NRL thing. It's not an NRL preseason thing. It is just an NRL All Stars thing. So yeah, don't get stressed about that. It's just how it is. But this is the only game you see it in. Deathman says, "Going to get lucky. I was nice and didn't time out the first early comment." Yeah, Gono, the reason why you got timed out, bro, is one, because you commented before. Obviously, I commentated it. And secondly, yeah, you kind of commentate in the game in the comment section when I'm here. I can commentate, bro. It's all good. But tell us about the tries after they happen, after you hear me commentate it. So, from the left-hand side, Nico Hines here. From the wing, he will miss that one pretty badly. I've never really rated Nico Hines the kicker. Do they not have a better kicker in this Indigenous side? Is he their only kicker? Yeah. Oh, Stags can kick, but I wouldn't. Trell Mitt. I would have given that to Trell Mitt. I think he's probably a better kicker than Nico Hines. Am I mistaken? Can someone get the stats up? Yeah, Trell Mitt. Yeah, Latrell definitely kicks the Rabbitohs cryptic. Oh, I would know. I have a bet with him this year. I had a bet with him last year, but I have a bet with him this year coming up as well. For the Titans Rabbitohs game at Seabus. We have a good laugh together, myself and the old Trell. So, yeah, I definitely would know that. I just couldn't think of his name at the time, but I would personally say that he's a better kicker than Nico. Oh, Josh Kerr, a huge run of the 15. Jay says you could bring him on as a guest commentator. Well, he's already a guest commentator here, apparently. Olivia reads, might have to display your job description on the screen. No one reads things on the screen. We found that out when I had no game recording or no game due to broadcast restrictions in the early days, and no one would read it. Oh, here we go. Kieran Mosley with a huge run through. Right through the centre. Wowee. That was just massive up the marker. 6 again, I think he just called. Yeah, 6 again here for the Indigenous All Stars. And now they are getting on a rollie. Ever since Joey Tarpany scored that try, it's been all Indigenous. First tackle now for the Indigenous All Stars. They're going to be 14 metres out of the line. It's Shakai Mitchell with the ball. Where's Munster? Put Munster's kicker. Well, Munster's not here because he's not Indigenous or Maori. Trell Mitchell gets it off here to Loff. Go, Loffy. Go, Loffy. Taking down 15 metres out of the line. Third tackle. Didn't have enough open space there. Nico Hines. He'll get this ball to Mosley. Mosley to Shakai Mitchell, who's been really heavily involved. Really heavily involved in this game so far. Forward tackle. 12 metres out of the line. Mosley. He'll give it off to Trindle. Trindle kicks it through here for Hamiso. But Jesse Arthurs will slap it back there. Could have easily just put it down, but it will be a dropout coming up here from the Maori All Stars. And just to remind everybody, different rules now. As long as it's a competitive kick, this will not be a penalty if they can get out in the fall or it doesn't go 10. As long as it's a competitive kick. But 10 minutes gone in the first quarter here, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Absolutely slap it now. Get around it. Blake Harlan says, Trindle feels like a guy that can kick him. Nah, you give it to Nico over Trindle, considering that Nico is the one that... Oh, knocked back, and that's what benefits the kicking team nowadays. That's what benefits the kicking team, man. They get the short kick off, and it goes straight back to them. There's no real risk anymore with those short kicks due to the new rules. But guess what? Slapper, he comes in and says, doesn't matter about risk because I'm going to slap him down because that's my job here. And he's done his job very well. Appreciate you, brother. NG, Jelly Bean, Dave Walton, Pepper by Pinard, Jordan Purchell, MBK and Joseph, Star Wars Fanboy, RVIDYN, Blake Cameron, and Aussie Goat, all gifted memberships. Appreciate you, big slap. Oh, jeez, that's a massive hit. I guess that's a shoulder charge, is it? A high tackle. All lurkers. Pepper by Pinard was here yesterday, I think. Jordan Purchell is Jay's mate. Star Wars Fanboy is usually quite frequent. He's a Bulldogs fan here. But most of them, yeah. Most of them, yeah. Sunday says, Slapper been saving up all off-season ready for this moment. Well, I knew something was in the air when he was asking me about pizzas in the women's stream. No, I appreciate that, Slapper. So first tackle, 48 metres out. Oh, jeez, that's a huge hit there from Trindle. But Leo Thompson gets away. He's still going. Second tackle here for the Maori All Stars. They're 35 metres out, but Leo Thompson with a huge run. It's a soft pen. Soft pen. Mitch says, who are these people except Star Wars Fanboy? Well, they're about to get an email saying that they just got given a membership, so we'll probably see them any moment now. 30 metres out of the line. That's why it's a benefit whenever someone does gift those memberships like Slapper, is because people get reminded you know, that the channel's going. And they go into their emails and they say, oh, I remember now because someone gifted it to me, and they come back. So 4 tackled here, 20 metres out. Dylan Walker gets taken down to 15. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. Jermaine Hopgood, great tackle there. Dylan Walker will lose the ball, and it will be the Indigenous. 20 metres out from their own line. Which is good, because anyone with an attacking opportunity in this game absolutely has every possibility of scoring. And that's what I'm talking about with Slabber. With the $50 donation. Appreciate you for the $50 donation, Slabber. Says, get a pizza with pineapple. It's healthy. It has fruit on it. The thing is, moderators, we have to decide right now whether he gets a timeout. Because he has just donated a good chunk. A very good chunk. He's a good man, the old Slabber. But he's also a not good man. Because he did say to get pizza with pineapple. And I think he's bribing us to not time him out with his financials. I think he's bribing us. But that's a penalty here for the Indigenous All Stars, and Nico Hines will kick it quickly. But I appreciate you, Slap. All right, so it is the All-Star Indigenous team here with the ball at the halfway point. It'll be first tackle. First tackle here. I forgot we had that gif for Slap. Will Smith on Chris Rock Slap. Second tackle, 42 metres out. Bailey Butler getting some massive reports about him, by the way. He's at the Wynnum Manly Seagulls or Dolphins? No, I think it was the Capras, maybe? I can't remember. Right-hand side, I think they've lost that ball, and it's going to be the Maori All Stars get the ball at 25. Okay, fair enough, Justin. Yeah, listen, Sundo and Slapper. They might get a bit of a punch on there, but Slapper's been timed out for 10 seconds for talking about pizza pineapple. Oh, boy. Deary me. So, third tackle now. 43 metres out. Listen, you kind of slightly did it to yourself, Slapper. Fifth tackle here at the halfway point. Smith gets smacked. Biff and chat soon. Mate, we've had some good biffs in chats recently. I'll tell you that one. It's better than 5 minutes. But there is a 24-hour timeout that Dazmate likes to use. He won't be using it on you, though. But he does like using that one against a couple of randos. Second tackle at 20. It used to be only 5 minutes and that was it. Now there's like a whole heap of options. Oh, here we go. Right inside. Loft. Go, Lofty. Oh, you should have backed yourself, Loft. He had the space. He had the speed to get around Tomoko. Tomoko's not a fast centre. He had Lofty absolutely gaps him when he gets away. Oh, good pass. Oh, if he had to pass that ball back to Josh Curran, they'd probably get away there. Exactly right, Mitchell. He can't talk about pizza and pineapple. It's inexcusable. I think that's a 40-20 attempt there from Trindle. It just didn't go anywhere close to the sideline. So we're taken down now at the 20. Baz, let's go the Chooks. Yeah, go home. Oh, big hit. Second tackle here. The rushing defense of the Indigenous. You can just see how much it means to him. Arguably a penalty there against Adam Elliott. He was clearly holding down too long. Adam Pompey now gets his ball out to the 30. Third tackle. Oh, jeez, is that Hopgood? Oh, yeah, it was. Hopgood's been lining him up, and he just absolutely lined up Trey Mooney just then. That's an... Oh, my God. That was an awful kick. That kick from Cody Nicarima was just insanely bad. What was that? That doesn't even make sense. But Hopgood, how about the way... Is that Badge? Is that Badge is a part of the Indigenous team? Alright, left hand side. Was that Hines? What was Hines? So 35 metres out from the line, Jordan Grant rolls it back. They go out to Nico Hines and underneath to Bailey Butler. He'll be 30 metres out. Gotta love Hopgood. Are you thinking about him for Supercoach though? He's quite expensive nowadays because they know right hand side. They give up to Loffy. Go Loffy. Go Loffy. Back yourself in, brother. 20 metres out here from the line. That one was a little bit... It made sense what he did compared to the last one. Alright, they'll be 18 metres out now, fourth tackle. Gives it back to Nico Hines. Hines here to Nikorima. Kicks it through for Addo-Carr. Mistake. Try time. Josh Addo-Carr for a double. The Fox has got a double in the first 12 minutes of the game. A mistake at the back by the Maori All Star. And this is what you get with the Indigenous team and their electric backline. They kick through to the left and Addo-Carr has a double-aruno. The old Fox son. Left hand to Nico Hines. He gets it back to his Sharky teammate in Trindle. And the mistake by Jesse Arthurs, who for me, again, is not a fullback. He is a winger. Makes a mistake in wet weather conditions as a guy who's not a fullback. And you'll just see Addo-Carr just grab it and say, see you later, baby. See you later. Double. So there's a 2-point game now, 8-6. But it's been all the Indigenous All Stars since that first try for the Māoris. It's been all Indigenous All Stars since. 4 games, 4 tries in All Stars career for Addo-Carr. Well, he's on for a hat-trick and there's still 3 quarters and 2 minutes to go. Who lets somebody's uncle play fullback today, Mitchell says. Yeah, Jesse Arthurs is a good player. He's a good winger, but he's just not a fullback. You know, who would you put there instead of him? God, I don't know. Ask Reece Walsh to play because he is Māori. Tamani Martin, put him on. Put Tamani Martin on. Put Tamani Martin on and put him in fullback because that's who played fullback for the Bronx and Jesse Arthurs was there. Typical Trivo says Māori's got to lock in. Yeah, for sure. Right now, if I'm the coach of this the Māori team, I'm taking Jesse Arthurs away and I'm putting Tamani Martin on. And that, my friends, is a conversion from the left-hand side. So it's 10-6 to the Indigenous All Stars with a minute 24 to go here of the first quarter. Yeah, well, I don't know. You take Pompey off, you put Jesse Arthurs to the wing, and then you put Tamani Martin as a fullback. That's what I would do. Nikorima could play fullback, but there's no one there that I would put in the 6 over him. There's just no one. You could put Tamani Martin there, but you wouldn't. You'd put Tamani Martin is a better fullback than Cody Nikorima for mine, and Nikorima is a better 5'8" than Tamani Martin. So, but yeah, Nikorima could play fullback, but that's taken at a 5'8". All right, so Trindle now gives it off to Bailey Butler, I think it is. Yeah, it is. 10 metres out. Josh Curran. Trial for the Broncos last week. No, so he's a win at Manly, that's right. Will Shaw's the CNK in the squad? No, Nickel Clockstad is not playing today. Something says just put Kenny back there, can't be any worse. Kenny Bromwich. Can you imagine him playing fullback? 4th tackle now for the Indigenous there, only at the 25. And Nico Hines with a bit of an interesting kick, but probably works out. Bounce backwards towards Pompey though, so not... Oh, Addo-Carr. Oh, sorry, it's Jojo Fafita got annihilated there by Addo-Carr. I tell you what though, Jojo defensively, I wouldn't necessarily blame him for the second try. First try maybe, but the second try not so much. Second try not so much. Just a good play here by Dane Gagai. Dane Gagai's still going here. He'll be taken down at the 30. Did anyone else see that Franklin Pello sent off in the Super League? Yeah, I saw that, bloke. I actually saw that through Tyson Bennett on TikTok. That will be a penalty here. Oh, so this is interesting because it's going to be quarter time. You have to go for the penalty kick. You have to go for the 2. So it's 10-6. You'll have to go for the 2 here because you don't get the ball back in the second quarter. It starts with the kickoff, so you have to take the 2. This is why quarter time sucks. Because now it's forcing them to go for the 2. Yeah, quarter's a shit slapper, I agree. This is ridiculous. This kind of ruins the game a little bit. It ruins the game a little bit because now the All-Stars, for the Maori All Stars would have been 10 metres out with a chance to score a try and take the lead. Instead, they're forced to take a conversion, take the 2 points, the penalty, which is fine because they'll be 2 points down, but that being said, they wouldn't have done that. And that, yes, they get the ball back to start the second quarter, but it's also stupid. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this is still a dead set game, right? This isn't just a take the piss kind of pre-season trial, but this is a legitimate game. So I just don't agree with it being quarters. Double quarters is where it's double quarter pounder, baby. Now we're talking. But they will go for the kick, and they will get it through. So the quarter time score here, guys, will be 10-8 to the Indigenous All Stars. We're in for a good game here tonight, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. I'm going to have a drink of water and continue to complain about the quarters because that just kind of ruined a lot of this game. Potato Egg says that's kind of crazy. It is, because like you can just give the ball back to the team in the position where they made the tackle. I don't understand why at quarter time we have to go back to a kickoff. Again, this isn't a pre-season trial. This is an official game and a concept between the Indigenous versus Maori All Stars. Why is there quarters that then force the team to make a decision in that point? It doesn't make any sense. Like, jeez. It just kind of, it ruins it because the Maori All Stars probably would have scored then. I do think that any team that gets inside that attack in 10 right now is showing that they can score a try. So, you know, give the Maori All Stars the ball inside that attacking area, and you're probably going to see them barge over the front row forward or a forward in general. Jesse Arthur's had an awful game. Jasper says, it should be like when they do drink break, they just start where they left. Exactly right. Exactly right. It should be like that. It's like this has been given a pre-season game when it shouldn't be like that. This isn't a pre-season game. Might make a video about it. Chair reveal. Beautiful chair, mate. Beautiful chair. Beautiful chair back here, Slapper. Don't you worry. Cryptic says, surely you do a forfeit for us this year. Titans get the 8, maybe grow a ratty like Loffy Khan. I will definitely not be growing a rat's tail person. I'm definitely not creating a rat's tail. I could do a forfeit or something though. Comfort rating out of 10. It's not bad. One of the wheels kind of fell off though. And I can keep putting it back on, but for some reason the wheel keeps falling off. But it's a comfy chair. No, it's a good chair. But I am considering, long story short, I'm considering moving into a different place relatively soon. So we're going to have like a setup. Like I'm going to have an actual office space. So we're going to have a studio, which is pretty good. So there's your first kind of bit of news. First bit of news. Cryptic says, BKR kept pronouncing Muhammad wrong, so I had to make it easier on him. How is Muhammad wrong? Is it Muhammad? Muhammad? I'm sorry, but... Hello? No. Hold on. Olivia says, is it 80 minutes? Or yes, it is 80 minutes. But you've got 80 seconds. Halve that, and then halve it again, halve it again, halve it again. You've got 2 seconds to like the video. All your fault, Blaze. It's all my fault. I'm not understanding how I mispronounce Muhammad. Is that not how you pronounce Muhammad? They want to advertise the Americans. That's why they have quarters, maybe. No. Quarters happened last year as well, and the year before that and stuff. It's just a part of like preseason games. Sandra says, if Slapper keeps donating, you can move quicker. Yeah, true, but in the same sense, he donates enough, man. He supports his channel well and truly. But no, I just want to create a better setup or a better situation, and also it gives me the ability to do streams at times that like people are sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be in my own place. It says, say it like an Arab, Blaze, and you'll get it right. Get some spit generated in your mouth. No, I'm not even going to try it, because that could come out really badly. But no, I'm not going to do that. Get some spit generated in your mouth. There's something wrong with you, Cryptic. There's something wrong with you, Muhammad. I'm just going to call you Muhammad now, Cryptic. So right-hand side, Maori All Stars, Royce Hunt has annihilated Adam Elliott. Royce Hunt with a huge hit. A huge hit. Like hocking a goalie. Every time I hear the word hocking, I think of Titanic with Jack from Titanic. Yeah, we don't want to cancel BK. We need to protect plays. Listen, I get cancelled 30 times a year. Once a week. Mostly by Bulldogs or Broncos fans. But we live to fight another day. But there's a penalty here for the Maori All Stars. Oh, jeez, that was huge. They came together. Contact was so heavy between Adam Elliott and Royce Hunt. A bit of chirping as well. Adam Elliott, you cannot talk back to that. Like, you got absolutely crunched. So 2-point game right now. 19 minutes to go here of the first half. At least it sounds normal when you get into the second quarter because you can say first half. Fatima says, wait, I'm Lebanese. That's how you say. I think it's because Arabs pronounce the R's like crazy. I was going to say, like, I thought, I'm pretty certain. To be fair, like we do. To be fair, one of the boys who play. Oh, jeez, a big hit there. Britton Nakora gets absolutely crunched by Josh Curran. First tackle here, hold on. First tackle for the Maori All Stars. They're 5 metres out. They give it off to Royce Hunt, who's 2 metres short of the line. Third tackle. He's been good here, Royce Hunt. Real good. Good signs of the Sharkies. Jerome Hughes. Oh, they're falling over. Oh, they still might score. Oh, no. That's a double movement. I think that's going to be a double movement here, buddy. Jack Howard, I think that's going to be a double movement, champ. A little bit early, Justin, but in the same sense, you kind of posted it when I saw it, so it's okay, but a little bit early. Just wait till I commentate, obviously. So he gets down. Yeah, it's definitely a double movement. Definitely a double movement. Fantasy double movement, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Not even, There's no way Mick Ennis is saying that isn't a double movement. There's no way. Is Mick Ennis actually trying to say that's not a double movement? There's no way he's saying that. I don't believe it. Blake says, oh shit, I didn't know Howarth was playing. Yeah, Jack Howarth is playing. I don't believe that Mick Ennis has just said that wasn't a double movement. It was possibly the most double movement of all double movements. There was nearly 34 movements. It was nearly a double movement. There's nearly 74 movements. Alright, left-hand side, and Bailey Butler will get annihilated by Britton Nakora. Jeez, you're just loving the intensity of this game at the moment. And with it being a 2-point game, beautiful. 34 movements. That's how close it is. That's how many movements. Just like a double, triple, quarter pounder movement. Nico Hines. Now they'll get this ball to the halfway point. Jordan Grant. Couple of Storm depth boys in this game at the moment. Kieran Mosley out the back to Trindle. Trindle to Nico Hines. 4 tackle will kick it. And the ball wasn't a great kick there from Nico Hines. Interesting kick. I guess they're just trying to put him back into their own 20. Interesting kick though. It'll be second. Oh jeez. 4 players. Stags. I don't even know who that is. Howarth maybe? No. Who is that? Oh, that's Zach Fulton. Sorry. Oh, knock on from the Maori All Stars. Here we go. This is a huge opportunity here. Pompey knocked the ball on. So opportunity for the Indigenous All Stars. Seems like Nicaragua's at fullback now. We'll have a look in a second. I'll have a look. First tackle. Are you sure? Yeah, maybe actually. Oh, that's a knock on from Kieran Mosley. That's a knock. Well, why couldn't that be play on? A double knock on. So it's a knock on against the Indigenous All Stars. Why is this a... Or maybe they're saying that Jazz Savango touches the ball there. I don't think he did, but in the same sense that we probably went backwards, they should let that play on. But it's kind of okay. They assumed he touched it. I'm kind of okay that they assumed that. It was very, very close. But that's a bad mistake because it was about to be 6 again there for the Indigenous All Stars. 15:47 to go here of the first half. Alright. Completion rate, 80% for the Indigenous. I didn't get to see what the Maori rate was. Yeah, Indigenous defense has been pretty solid for the most part. Obviously, that Tarpany try was pretty sad. Like, they allowed him to just roll out. But, oh, that's a knock-on. Oh, they're going to call penalty. I don't agree with that one. I thought that was just a knock-on. Jazz Tavunga there drops his lollies, but they're going to say that it was a penalty strip. All right, Jerome Hughes kicks it over the sideline. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think that was a strip. But all right, the Maori All Stars now 33 metres out from the line. Jazz Tavunga will give it off to Kina Palacia, my boy. And now they'll be 25 metres out now from the line. Jazz Tavunga, he goes out left-hand side. Dylan Walker. Oh, that's arguably an obstruction there. Howard just got in the way of the tackler. Dylan Walker, back on the inside here. Kina Palacia, go big bopper. 4 tackle, 3 metres out from the line. Oh, there's an injury here. Jordan Grant here for the Melbourne Storm. Jordan Grant, is that the one that had an awful game for the Storm Broncos in the Week 1 finals last year? Or was the round 27 game? Daz, mate, if you're here, you might know. Yeah, Palacia is such a big pickup for the Gold Coast. How good. Look at this run. People don't know this, but Keenan Palacia ran the same amount of metres as Payne Haas did in the grand final with only 35 minutes. Catherine says, go the Indigenous All Stars. They're looking alright right now, but they're only up 10-8, and the Maori All Stars are 5 metres away from potentially tagging the lead. They've still got 2 tackles to do it as well. Jordan Grant tonight, 6 runs for 34 metres and 11 tackles. So it's been fine. Nothing spectacular. A lot of decent enough tackles amount though. Olivia says, yeah, quite sad he's leaving us. I feel like Broncos have kind of put it into the back of their mind and forgot about it pretty quickly because they knew it was happening early in the season, right? So he didn't get anywhere near as much credit as he would have if he hadn't signed already with the Titans early. All right, Jack Howarth now. There'll be 8 metres out here from the line. 5th tackle. Jordan Grant sent for a HIA. Right-hand side, Jerome Hughes. Off to Gagai. He gives it off. Intercepted by Hamiso. Oh, 1-on-1 strip though. That's 6 again. That's going to be the Maori. That's going to be Maori ball. There we go. So, second tackle here for the Maori All Stars. Dylan Walker quick to play the ball. Second tackle. Oh, Trey Mooney. 3 metres out from the line. Third tackle. So, couldn't intercept by Hamiso, but they lost the ball. There's Jay's best mate. Walker out to, mistake. Great tackle by Loffy. And they've kicked it through. Oh, what? What are they called? Are they going to say offside? They're going to say offside. But geez, good rush up defense there by Loff. They're saying the offside was against Stags. I swear Loffy got to him first. So they're saying Stags was offside, but Loffy got to him first. That just shows how fast he is. Catherine getting around the hammer. The big old Hamiso Tabuai Fido. But alright, first tackle here for the Maori All Stars. They're 3 metres out now from the line. Can they take the lead? First tackle. Appreciate it, Fatima. Hit 25k subs yesterday. Now we move on to 30, son. 6 again for the Maori All Stars. There is an injury here, I think, to Trey Mooney. First tackle, they go right-hand side. Chance here for Xavier Willison for the Broncos, but he'll be 2 metres short. Surely they score here. Surely they should score here. Jerome Hughes, he's 10 metres out. They're going to say obstruction. No. Third tackle now. 8 metres out from the line. Josh Curran. He'll get off to Tavunga. Tavunga out to Tamati Martin. They pass it out to nobody. It goes back to the 25, and that's a bad mistake. They're back at the 30 now, the Maori All Stars. Adam Pompey not having a great game. It's not his fault that, but also Pompey's not having a great game anyway. So 5th tackle. Loffy doing solid defensively as well. Loving his rush-up work. Potato Dragon says, can you apply for a job at Fox Sport? Not really, mate, but if they come calling, we'll see how we go. Oh, that's a good take by Miso. Tabuai Fido. Really well done take there. He's not going to let this one get stripped. But the only issue, right, is that, working with Fox Sports, you've also got to remember that we don't have the live chat there. Oh, that's a great run by Josh Kerr. He's had some good runs here today. Big old King of Care, Dolphin Man. It's a penalty. Yep, that's a penalty for sure. It is a lot easier being able to do it while you're talking with other people, though I find that through the commentary that I did with Kennedy Charrington last year at the charity event, and then obviously Clark at this year's charity event. But with that being said, you lose the chat. You know what I'm saying? Which is what, is super fun. Be good if like one day KO had like an alternate commentary or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty good to do. So first tackle now, 35 metres out from the line for the Indigenous All Stars, Shakai Mitchell. He rolls it back. They give it off to Jermaine Hopgood. And Hopgood will be 30 metres out of the line. 10 minutes to go here of the first half, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Shakai Mitchell now, 20 metres away. Third tackle. He'll roll it back. Off to Trindle. Trindle kicks it off here for Hamiso. The bounce! The bounce! Try time, Hamiso. Try time, Hamiso. Tabuai Fado. And he does it. He does the old kick. The ball bounced perfectly. And it will be 14-8 here with the hit to come. No, I think he puts this down, Justin Sundo, unless you're ahead of me. From the behind angle, it looked like he got this one. I was waiting for the ball to bounce. I'm pretty certain that he gets it. Let's see this one here. Oh, no, he definitely gets that. He definitely gets that. I don't have any concerns here. This one will show it. And... oh, no, definitely. Definitely. Oh, this one will definitely show it. Yeah, he definitely scores that. No, I don't know what they complain about. I'm pretty certain he scores that. Watching it live, it didn't. I think it's fine. I don't actually have any concerns about it. But overall, this was the thing that we were worried about with the Indigenous backline. Their pace is too much. They've got Adokar, they've got Lofiana Camprera, and they've got Hamiso. It's just too quality. It's a try. I never had any concerns about it. Commentary was talking the same thing as Sundo. I didn't ever see anything different. So, Hamiso, Tabuai Fido. Here we go. No, there was never any separation. What is Mick Ennis talking about? God, no, it wasn't close. I'm sorry. I'm not having to go at you either, Sundo. I'm talking about the commentary. Commentary saying it was close. It wasn't actually close. He had his hand on it the whole time. Blake says, I just need AKP to score now. Well, there's a good opportunity. But there you go. 16-8 here to the Indigenous All Stars with 9 minutes to go here of the first half. I just don't think that was close. He had his hand on it the entire time. The whole way. But that's just too easy. It was an early kick as well from Braden Trindle. Good signs for Sharkies, man. Royce Hunt's been having a good game with the Maori All Stars. Braden Trindle's been having a good game. I'd say he's been having a better game than Nico Hines, to be honest with you. Typical Trip versus GG's boys. No way. It's only an 8-point game. It's only an 8-point game, man. This is nowhere near over yet. Oh, look at this run. Oh, Josh Kerr is having a massive game. Josh Kerr is having a massive game. Oh, dear. That's going to be a penalty. Yep. So, Laybut. I think it's Carl Laybut. Gets that penalty. Still ages away. Oh, yeah. There's still 48 minutes to go of this game. Who's Kerr playing for now? Obviously, he was with the Dragons. Now he's with the Dolphins. All right, typical Shiva. Have a good one, man. But 8.5 minutes to go here. Unfortunately, they have caught a high tackle here against Leo Thompson. That's right. They next week, Fiji. They have Melbourne Storm taking on the Newcastle Knights in Fiji. Is Trummet playing? Yes, Christian. But haven't really seen much of him. I know that's what you're referring to. Actually, is he out there, though? We haven't seen him for ages. I'm going to have a look around the field. Oh, that's a penalty. Oh, wow, they're going to say it's a knock on. No, they'll bring it back. I haven't seen Latrell for ages. No, Potato Dragon, I'm not in Fiji. I'm on the Gold Coast. No, Latrell is on, Christian. He is there. He just hasn't really gotten involved in the game. He hasn't needed to get involved in the game, though. Pretty sure Howard kicked that. Yeah, so Howard does kick that, but at the end of the day, like, the rule is that you have to get to your feet before you play it. I think Catherine is Papua New Guinea, Joe. So right-hand side. And they'll be 40 metres out of their own line. Dane Gagai. Nicarima behind. That's penalty. That's stupid there from Labour. That's stupid. He tried to complain, but he clearly ripped that out. Intentionally or not, very clear. Gee whiz. All over the shop. 7 minutes to go here, first half. I would ideally like a close game here, guys. So I kind of do want the Maori All Stars to score next. Even though I do believe the Indigenous win this game. I think they've got a better team. I think it's more rounded. At the end of the day, I do want a close game. Left-hand side to Nicarima. No, sorry, Jerome Hughes. And then it's going to be Leo Thompson. So second tackle now. 25 metres out here from the line. They go right-hand side to Keenan Palacia. He'll be 20 metres out now. Third tackle. Cryptic says this quarter thing's pissing me off. Yeah, it's not fun. I hate this quarter thing. Leo Thompson. Leo Thompson, 5 metres out. Fourth tackle. 6 minutes to go here, first half. Their fourth tackle, 5 out. Joey Tarpany, can he get a double? 3 metres out, even the line, fifth tackle. Can they get back within one try? Brandon Smith, I think they're all offside. Doesn't matter, taking ages. If you get the ball out, no, the ball's gone back to the halfway point. They've passed it back to the halfway point, not even joking. It's fifth tackle. Oh, penalty. Josh Kerr well offside. What was the advantage played for Todd Smith? The ball went back to the 50, mate. How on earth was that classed as an advantage? Doesn't even make sense. Just call it straight away. The ball's obviously gone back to the halfway point. That's just silly. Look how far back this ball goes. Like, why are you playing advantage, dude? It comes off the head of Hamiso. But hello? Like, why are you playing advantage? Christian says, I need Trell to come off. We can't afford another backline injury. Dude, if Trell got injured, you guys are already in shambles at the Rabbitohs, but if Trell got injured, oh, man, you guys are in a shambles. I genuinely believe right now, you'll hate this, but I believe Manly beat you in Vegas. So 7 metres out here from the line, Brandon Smith with the ball. They will go left-hand side, short ball, Leo Thompson. Thompson pushing, taken down 2 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Brandon Smith, he'll give it over to Nick Hughes. Play that, but it will be the Indigenous ball. Early tackle. Didn't really do much. Māori need to really focus on keeping them down this end because they just haven't really gotten it done since that first try to Tarpany. Knock on. Here's an opportunity for him. It's a double knock on. Double knock on, but it will be Indigenous, the Māori ball at the 10. They had a chance if they actually got the ball away. Wallows on the floor everywhere. Yeah, Sunday, you'll find that in the last quarter of this game too. We saw it in the women's game where the Indigenous were up by a significant amount and then everyone was dropping the ball left, right and centre. I did say to everyone, this last quarter, this last 13 minutes is just going to be absolutely ludicrous for mistakes, and it was, and I would expect this game to be the same. Christian Kens, with the injuries we have and possibly Walker-out's not a bad take. I actually considered even with him, but due to the field being shorter, but without Campbell Graham, without Munro, there's so many players out, bro. It's ridiculous. Oh, they've lost the ball on first tackle. They've lost the ball on first tackle, the Maori All Stars. That's not good, man. The Maoris make a mistake on first tackle, 10 metres out. Offloaded from Stags. What a pass. Shakai Mitchell. He gets the ball to the third. That's a 20-metre. That's a 20-metre run after the offload. Wowee. Great stuff there from Tony Staggs to Shakai. And Shakai has had a fantastic game so far. 9 runs so far for Shaq Mitchell. He's been really affluent today. Third tackle. They're already in the attacking half. It all comes off the back of that offload from Tony Staggs. Good run there from Hoheba Peru. He's 30 metres out. Oh, sorry, that was beyond the Ado. 20 metres out now. If they score a try here and convert it, you're starting to get a little bit worried for the Maori All Stars. Kick it across here for Loft. Go Loft. Oh, but it gets up there. Adam Pompey. Kick wasn't too great, and Adam Pompey grabbed that one with ease. To be fair, we've seen a lot of Titans score today. I'd be greedy if I need more in the men's game. Keenan Palacia, Jojo Vavita or Loft, but Jojo's not been having a great game here so far. I love Jojo. Need to see a little bit more out of him today, but I guess the Maori All Stars aren't also giving him much help out there either. So it's going to be 4 tackle, good offload. And Tarpany will get this ball to the halfway. It's still going. Jeez, it gets the offload away. That's brilliant from Joey Tarpany. Guys, get him in your super coach. Oh, and then Tamati Martin will knock it on. Man, they will knock it on. Will Shaw says, what do you think about Seabold not giving DC, Turbo, and Gerbo any trials before Vegas? Do we know that they're not playing next week? I get it, though. I'm kind of okay with it. You don't want Turbo playing for sure. We all know the reason for that. Sherry is a experienced veteran of the game, and so is Gerbo. So, like, I get it, but also I don't trust a thing Seabold does or says, so I would go against him for the sole purpose of his name being Seabold. But I do understand the ideology of it. So, Nico Hines at the ball at the 45. 55. Oh, they're going to kick it through for Adokar. Or Hamiso. Oh, what happened? That was awful, that kick. What was that? Well, now it's going to be Maori All Stars the ball. If they can get, like, points off this, that's stupid. It wasn't even kicked to the corner. So Seabold's not good. Seabold's awful. Seabold is awful, bro. He destroyed the Broncos. It's kicking at a bird. Yeah, I don't know what just happened then. It wasn't even kicking into the corner for anybody. Alright, 3rd tackle now. Good running here by Brandon Smith. Gives up to Leo Thompson. And they're going to be 40 metres out here from the Indigenous line. Even if they can get a penalty, you take the 2. You take the 2 and bring it within 6 going in the second half. They kick it through here. Here is Jesse Arthur's on the wing. Jesse Arthur's on the wing. Kicks it back on the inside. Where's the ball bounce? The ball bounce. No, it will be going dead. So there we go. That'll be half time. That will be half time. Jesse Arthur's had an opportunity down that right wing. And it will be 16-8 here to the Indigenous over the Maori All Stars. And I would say the Indigenous probably deserve more. I would nearly say. Like, it's only an 8-point game. It's only a 2-score game. You're kind of surprised the Indigenous didn't score more. But they just have been the better team. The Maori All Stars have made so many mistakes. So have the Indigenous, to be fair. But more mistakes to the Maori All Stars. I would say the best players for the Maoris would be Tarpany for sure, Leo Thompson, and Leo Thompson. And who else would you go? Maybe Royce Hunt for the Maori All Stars. For the Indigenous All Stars, obviously Joshua Carr with 2 tries. Trindle's been fantastic as well. And you've probably got a bit of Jermaine Hopgood as well. He's had some massive hits. I would say probably, I'd probably go Braden Trindle, Josh Adokar, and maybe Hamiso as well. I don't know, but overall, Josh Kerr's been solid. He's been real solid as well for the Indigenous. So, yeah, impressive performance there. Half time. Get a drink into your son. I'm going to get a drink into me, but while I do that, hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Give me 1 sec. Christian Kerr says, I'm starting to like Jesse Arthur. Is he actually turning into a decent winger? Yeah, I think he's okay. I think he's an above average winger. I don't think that he ever has the ceiling of being an elite winger, but he's a solid enough winger for sure. Yeah, Will Shaw. Josh Kerr has been great in this game. I've really, really liked Josh Kerr throughout this All-Stars match so far. He's been just so tough. He's been running the ball very, very strong. And yeah, no, not one point in this game has he really looked out of place, to be completely honest with you. So, no, it's been a real good sign. It's been a really good sign for him. And I've never really been a massive fan of Josh Kerr. Realistically, I've never really kind of seen it. But, yeah, like he's just really turned it on here today, which is great to see. I might actually go to the bathroom, to be fair. I might quickly run up to the bathroom, guys. Don't leave. Just leave the screen on. Go grab a drink. Come back. Let me know your thoughts in the first half and also your prediction for the second half. Do you think the Maori All Stars can come back into this game, Or do you think that the Indigenous All Stars will run away with it? Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be back in just a few seconds. And there's your chair reveal, slubber. We're back. We're back. Slubbers, no pants again. Yep. That's how it is, man. That's how we crack on around here, man. People don't know how we do it. That's how we do it, you know? That's just how we do it. I love the chair, Blaze. Good. Good. It's a great chair. It is a fantastic chair. Gee whiz. You've never seen a better chair in your life. If you're just tuning in, guys, it is half-time right now. Half-time. And the Indigenous All Stars are winning at the moment. Shame to not see Loffy versus Fafita. Yeah, they've actually taken Loff off. Not Loff, sorry. They've actually taken Jojo off and put Jesse Arthur to the wing with Cody Nickering playing fullback. Christian Cass is going to watch the Vault fight on Sunday, Blaze. I'll watch the replay of it. Sorry, not the highlights. I'll watch the replay of it. It will be ruined for me, but obviously what I do is NRL, right? And on Sunday, the Warriors are playing Broncos versus Cowboys, Warriors versus Tigers, and Dolphins versus Titans. So unfortunately, that will be on what time? Let's have a look. UFC start time. It starts, the main event starts at 1 p.m, right? So it won't start until about 2:30, and that's smack bang in the middle of, that's right at the end of the Warriors-Tigers, but, you know, I really wish I could watch it, but with that being said, obviously you guys know I have priorities. Hold up, Blaze, Jessica Malboy is singing. How good. How good. Your old chair was pretty up there. The old chair is still actually in the garage. So if you want to come and get that old chair, there you go. Kind of said you're just tuning in, then you miss a beautiful chair. You did miss a beautiful chair, but guess what? I didn't. I didn't miss a beautiful chair because I'm currently on it. I'm rubbing it. Beautiful chair. What an absolutely stunning chair. But with that being said, when I get like my studio, like my room, that I really deck out, probably gonna get a couch. Probably gonna get a couch. Oh, here's Jessica Malboy. There you go, best sport, mate. There you go, mate. She is an amazing singer, to be honest. She is. But yeah, we wanted to see Loft versus Fafita. What do you... No, I don't even know. I don't think I should even read that comment out there, Slapper. Give me one sec, guys. No, I don't even think I should read that comment out. But, like, after Tarpany scored that try early days, you thought that the Maori All Stars were looking at goods, realistically. You thought they had a real good opportunity, but they just haven't had it. They just have not had it since. Mark Water says, don't mind a bit of silver chair. No offense to your chair. Hey, silver chair's alright, but is it this chair, though? You know? I don't know about that. Don't know about that, realistically. Tarpanese on another level is so good. Best sport. Shh. Don't tell everybody. I've got him in my super coach. He's my main lock. Like I locked him in early doors. I said he's gonna have to turn up a new level at Canberra. And people don't like to listen to me. They don't like to listen. You will listen when you see how good he will be as the Canberra Raiders. If you play Supercoach or Fantasy, please, for the love of God, get Joe Tarpany in your team. Been saying it for so long. I hope Nico starts taking the line on. Seems like he's just constantly turning his runner under. I would say in this game, again, they've taken away his running ability because he's a 7 and given Braden Trindle the running ability. I still think Trindle is a 7 and Nico Hines is a 6. Even though Nico Hines has been... Trindle's been good today. I think Nico Hines is a 6 and Trindle is a 7. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Christian Cass, Cam Murray's going to correct lock pick. You could make an argument he's actually gone to third best lock in the game. You could make the argument for it. You could make the argument for it, Christian. Paddy Carrigan and Isaiah Yo. Cam Murray didn't have a great year last year on experience and longevity. Then Murray is top 2. But there is the opportunity to say that Carrigan right this very second is a better lock than Cam Murray. Just want to throw it out there. And then you got Tino. You're just lucky Tino didn't play the 13. You're just lucky big old Tino, front rower. One of the best front rowers that has ever existed, if not the best front rower that has ever existed. Kavich says, I think today's his birthday, actually. I should send a message. Tino, Fasil Malawi, birthday. Yeah, it is today, 16th of February, so I should shoot a message after this. Aiden Chapman says, feel bad for Jojo in first half, hope he has a comeback second. I don't think he's playing. I think they took him out for Jesse Arthurs, who was so awful in fullback they put him to the wing. Cabbage says Titans should win a premiership with Desi. He knows how to make glory. I know. I was there today. He's an absolute figure. You know, you look at him, you're just like, whoa. Now we're talking. You look at him, and this is actually the dead set truth. You look at him, and you think this guy knows what he's doing. You do. You look at him and he knows what he's doing. He's just got that brain for it, mate. I'm telling you, Desi Hasler is the best thing that's happened to the Gold Coast Titans ever. Ever. Oh, you could even argue Stephen Mitchell. But I guess Stephen Mitchell was the one who made the cutthroat decision alongside Dennis Watt and whatnot to bring in Desi Hasler and cut Justin, who I loved. Everyone loved Justin at the club. Everyone loved that man. He's a great human being. But was not going to win us a premiership. And Stephen Mitchell had to make the big call. And I think it's going to work out. Hasn't worked out yet, though. So I've got to be careful. Welcome YouTube. I'm pretty certain I recognise the name, Jay, to be fair. Do you know if Sunday is sold out yet? I don't think it would be, especially with this weather. What's the weather like in Sunshine Coast? Sunshine Coast weather this weekend. It's supposed to be sunny. Is that okay? Yeah, probably. Will Shaw, this is such a misconception, eh? This is such a misconception. People think that Des is the only person that was in control of the salary cap. It's actually insane. The Bulldogs were also in with Des. Des didn't just say, sign him, bang, this much, bang, back-end it, bang. It was a collective effort. Like people, it's crazy that people don't get this, but Dogs fans, they're very quick to say that he got sacked from the Dogs for back-ending of the contracts, which was a collective agreement, but they're very quick to forget that he got them to 2 grand finals in their first 3 years in 2012 and 2014, where yes, they lost to the Storm and they lost to the Rabbitohs in 2 pretty close damn well games. I know the Rabbitohs game blew out in the last 10 minutes, but overall it was a close game for the most part. So, you know, it's crazy that Bulldogs fans are happy to throw him under the bus and say he got fired and sacked for back-ending contracts when they're very, very well aware that it was a collective effort from the entirety of the organisation, because Des Hasler, the coach, can't just make a be-all and end-all decision over the CEO, over the chief of operations, over everybody, right? It's not possible. But it's crazy. They completely forget about their first 3 years. They completely forget about it. Jason, since yesterday. No, I feel like outside of YouTube is what I'm saying. Outside of YouTube is what I'm saying, Jay. EA says, is it just me or are they using the old Titans logos on the jerseys? What do you mean? Oh, unless are you talking about like, have they got the logo on this? Oh, jeez, that Greek lamb tzatziki pizza looks good. Ugh, don't show slap of that. God, Elvin, that would be. I think when Mum comes and we get a pizza, I'm getting that because that looked good. That Greek lamb tzatziki. Ugh, how good did that look? Tasman says it was more the Dogs than the Des. Des put a team that came 9th in 2011 to a grand final in 2012. Preach, Des. This is the thing, right? And I know that you obviously, you support the Titans, like you're backing the Titans. You don't support the Titans. You back the Titans because obviously you watch this channel quite a lot, and I'm really into your head, yeah. But I'm joking, by the way. But overall, like obviously, I feel you guys with Titans agenda 24/7, so it's very difficult to go against it. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of Dogs fans don't understand what you're saying, even though you are 100% correct in what you're saying. Lager Ball says, Blaze focus on the game of the food. What game? It's half the time. What do you want me to do here, champion? What you want me to do here? Christian Care, here we go. I can't wait for this. I won't hear that. Cam Murray isn't the best locker. The only reason Yo plays New South Wales 13 is because Murray is more versatile than Yo. Not to mention if Yo didn't play in such a good club, he wouldn't be talked about as much. I disagree. Go watch our Locks team maker. A Rabbitohs fan disagrees with you, Christian. A Rabbitohs fan disagrees with you. Not me. I disagree with you. And I believe that he can get back to being 1/2. But I think that right this very second, currently, he's number 3. Until he can have a good season again. So go back and watch our team maker. Lagan Paul says, where's his rings at? That's a good point too. But that would then ignore Carrigan from the situation. But Yo is still the best lock of the game. He is. I'm not saying Cameron Murray's not smart, but Yo is more lock intelligent in my opinion. Blah 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 says Des is still the last coach not named Bellamy, Robinson or Cleary to win the minor premiership. Wow, didn't even know that. Dasman says a lot of Dogs fans don't understand what I'm saying or want to agree with what I'm saying when I'm actually being serious. I know you're being serious. Very difficult to know when you're being serious, so it does. But the second half has started here, and it will be Shakai Mitchell against his ball to the 25. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe if you are new around here. Aiden, I'm not going to be going to the preseason, brother. I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming the Titans-Dolphins game on Sunday. I don't usually stream Titans games, but preseason. Cleese actually had a little bit of a laugh at my expense today. He said I wasn't a true fan. Because I'm not going... Cleese said to me that I wasn't a true fan because I'm not going up to Sunshine Coast. He was like, wow. I said, brother, I'm going to be defending us for our lives on live stream. Like, it's even harder. I'm doing a better job streaming it than I am going to it. Second tackle now for the Maori All Stars. Take this ball to the 35. Mark Warner says, Dad's going to sue someone at the Gold Coast when eventually loses his job. But what's your point there, though? Like, the only place he got fired from was the Dogs. I'm sorry, but do you agree with how he got fired last year, the year before that at Manly? Do you agree? I'm sure you don't. Like, obviously, you're taking the piss out of Desi, but, like, in the same sense, I'm sure you don't agree with the reasoning behind his sacking. It wasn't performance-related. It was, what's it called? Solidarity round or whatever it was. Oh, knock on there from the Indigenous All Stars. Here come the Maori All Stars. Dane Gag got with the ball 10 metres out on the line. No way in any world does anyone agree with the way that Desi was sacked from Manly. The only reason that he got sacked in 2021 or 2022 was because he came out against the board and said it was a ridiculous thing and he backed in his players and defended his players. Thanks for coming. Inclusivity round. There you go. 4 metres out on the line. First tackle. I'm not just some fan that doesn't know shit, guys. Like, you can say stuff and talk smack, but in the same sense, I also know how to reply. So when you say things that are incorrect, I'm going to call it out. Desi was not sacked for performance-based reasoning at any stage. The only one you could maybe argue is the Dogs, and that was a collective effort. That was a collective effort in regards to the organisation and back-ending contracts. So third tackle here. They're 4 metres out from the line. Brandon Smith with the ball. 3 metres out. 4 tackle. Long train ride from Varsity, Aiden. God help you. There's no train to Redcliffe. Oh, Sunshine Coast. Is there a train to Sunshine Coast? I don't know. First tackle here for the Maori All Stars. They get a fresh set. Joe Tarpany, 4 metres out of the line. He got the blame for the pride thing. He did, Daz, mate. He got the blame for the pride thing. Because he backed his players over the organisation who didn't tell anybody. Right outside, that's why he's currently... I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Well, I guess it's public. That's why he's currently in a lawsuit against the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe. If I'm wrong, don't sue me. You know, just give you a slap. But I believe that's what's happening. Right-hand side, they kick it through. Jerome Hughes, chance here. I thought there was going to be a try there, but Hamiso will go over the dead ball line, so a dropout coming up here for the Maori All Stars. Yeah, there is, but it's a mission on a train. Yeah, it's a long way on a train, bro. Kenny Bromwich had a good chance there. He just got tripped up a little bit. Someone says, imagine getting rid of Des and getting Seabold. Mark Warner says, at least he fronted the media and didn't hide. Yeah, he didn't hide because he was backing his players in, man. He was defending his players. And he was right to defend his players. That's not going 10. That's not going 10. That's not going 10. So that's just going to be the Maori All Stars at the 10. I wouldn't train from varsity to Sunshine Coast for a pre-season game, bro. But then again, like, do it. Like, if you can't get to as many games as me, right? So that's why I see the priority of going to regular season. I'll just stream. But for people who can't get to as many games as I do, honestly, go. It'd be good for the boys to have you there for sure. But it's a long trip, bro. It's a long trip. I don't even think they'd advise it. I don't even think Khalees would suggest that. Left-hand side, second tackle, 10 metres out here from the line. Short ball. Good defence, though. Good defence there from Katonia Stags. Matty Tomoko got taken. Brandon Smith gives it out to Gagai. Gagai here to Walker. No, what happened there? Jerome Hughes kicks it over the top here. Should be try. No, good tackle there by Adokar to Jesse Arthurs. But 6 again. I don't know what. Maybe that just bounced off of an Indigenous player. Dylan Walker now. He's going to be 10 metres out from the line. First tackle. Exactly, Will Shaw, and I'll get into it in a second. I'll reply to your comment in a second, but you're right. It's gone backwards there. Oh, Hamiso nearly picked it up and went the distance. Are they saying knock on first? Oh, they are saying knock on for the Maori All Stars, but it's the Indigenous ball. Their defense today has been immaculate. It has been immaculate. Will Shaw says Des was sacked from Manly because he fell out with Scott Penn. Everything else was just excuses and smokescreen. That, absolutely. But that was also, it all kicked off in regards to... Yes, but you are ultimately right. But people say that Des has been sacked from every club due to like on field, right? And success. It's not possible for that to be the case. It could not be the case besides Bulldogs. And again, that was Des took the 100% of the blame for an organisational mishap that included him. The first at Manly, he left in at the end of 2011 when they won the grand final, so he didn't get sacked for lack of success reasoning. And then he was in the grand final in 2011 and won it with Manly over the Warriors. 2012, he got the Dogs to the grand final and lost to the Storm. And 2014, got to the grand final and lost to the Rabbitohs. So it's like, you know, I know that he did get sacked for valid reason. And 1 second here, Indigenous go left-hand side. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. So it will be multi-ball here at the 32. Hadn't met Desi yet. Not like officially, but like kind of. I was there down there today, but he was very busy today. Desi has a more recent premiership than Wayne Bennett, FYI. Fun fact, Daz, mate. Slap him down with that. Last Wayne Bennett premiership was 2010. Last Desi Hasler premiership was 2011. So 62% of the ball has been the Maori All Stars. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I understand the banter, guys. Like, Mark Warner, I get the banter and I get the sledging. But with that being said, like, I know how to defend my club. I actually could defend any club. You give me a club to defend, and I would know how to defend them. I would also know how to attack them. So I go left-hand side. No, Brandon Smith, nice little step there. Oh, that would have been an amazing try if he got it. 4 metres out even the line. That's a penalty. Yeah, 6 again. That's a penalty. I'd bin him for that. That should have been an absolute bin. He clearly held up the play there to give his Indigenous teammates plenty of time. Mark Warner says he's a good guy, but don't expect him to buy a round. He loves his money. I don't know I'm on that level yet, man, but look, fair enough. Oh! Wow, he nearly scored just then, Royce Hunt. Wow. Tasman says there's no way you can defend Para. That's a good question, actually. How do you defend Para? Yeah, you could. You just have to pretend like the last 38 years hasn't existed and just say that you've won 4 premierships and you won 3 of them in a row. You know what I'm saying? And before this recent Panthers premiership spree, the Parramatta Eels won 3 premierships in a row, and they were the only team to do it besides the Dragons back in the 60s and 50s and whatnot, right? So there is technically a way to do it. It's difficult though. It is very, very difficult though. Fourth tackle. Very, very difficult, but you technically can. Right hand side here, Jazz Tavanga. At the back here, Jerome Hughes. Gagai, bro, you got to grab that ball, man. You got to grab that ball. The Maori All Stars just aren't clinical in this game. The backline. Backline battles. That's what we knew was going to happen, though. Jerome Hughes puts that ball up into the air. Not a bad kick. It will bounce here for Nico Hines, and he'll grab the ball to 15. This is the thing. Oh, Broncos are easy to defend, Christian. If you're a Broncos, I'm talking like if you're a fan of that team, how to defend yourself from opposition, attacking, right? Broncos are easy. They're very, very easy. You talk about the success, you talk about the amount of, crowd attendance, you talk about all that type of stuff, right? They're a very easy one. Eels are probably the most difficult. Titans are probably the most difficult for people who aren't Titans fans. I would say the Warriors are one that are quite difficult overall, actually. That's a knock on there from the Indigenous All Stars. 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Get this ball to the 45. I think the Warriors are a low-key one because people don't realise this, right? They've won one minor premiership. That's it. Who cares? Minor premierships mean nothing. They've won no grand finals and they've won no spoon. So they've actually just been a plateau club. They've just been they're there, but whatever kind of club. They've lost 2 grand finals, one to the Roosters and one to the Manly Seagulls under Desi Asler in 2011. It's really difficult to defend the Warriors, to be fair. Maybe you can just... The way you defend the Warriors is by saying, we've never won the spoon. That's about it, really. Second tackle at the 45. Mark Warner says, please Marathon again this year. Yeah, I would respect and appreciate the success and understand how quality they are because they did it the right way. But at the end of the day, you want to see someone different. As long as it's not Storm, Roosters, or Panthers, you know what I'm saying? Because the Storm won 2020 still. Roosters won 2 times in 2019, 2018. Storm 2017. Oh no, Brandon Smith is injured, is he? Roosters fans, close your eyes. Close your eyes, Roosters fans. Sundo, close your eyes, brother. He can't step on his right foot right now. Hold on. Let's see what's happening with Brandon Smith. It's 6 again, by the way. Oh. I'm just looking at Brandon Smith. Okay, no, he's okay. I think he's okay. Second tackle here, and Dylan Walker is going to get this ball 10 metres out. Okay, surely the Maori All Stars have had the ball so much. They have to score here. Brandon Smith underneath here. Should be try. Oh, wow. Good defense. Jermaine Hopgood and Bailey Butler. Hopgood's been brilliant tonight. Alright, so Jazz Tavanga's a little bit worse for wear right now. They're 2 metres out of the line. Brandon Smith at the back of it. Jerome Hughes, 4th tackle. Underneath the Brit Nakora. Nikora, 3 metres out here from the line. 3 metres out of the line. They give it out to over the top. Lofty, come on, Loft, get up there. Get up, Loft. Let's go, Loft. That's an unbelievable catch. Get up, Loft. What's wrong? What's wrong, Loft? Get up. Adam Pompey and Loffy are down in goal. I think it's just a heavy collision. I think it's okay. But that's great defense there from Loffy. That's great defense from Loffy. We've got great wing depth at the Titans, but in the same sense, you don't want to see that, bro. And, oh yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, it's just heavy contact, man. They'll be fine. Text your mate Hainsey and ask him how his mate York is. I'll send a photo and send it to him on Insta. Oh, right-hand side here for the Indigenous All Stars. Latrell Mitchell gets the offload away. Adam Elliott taken down at the 25. Here we go. Is he talking shit about me? Is he or you, Joe? Oh, good take there by Jerome Hughes. Going back to his fullback position at the Titans. Okay, let's... What's happened here? Jerome Hughes. They're talking about him twisting an ankle. I don't think so. Let's go like this. And there you go. Send that. What NRL team I support? Guess. Third tackle. The fourth tackle, sorry. Oh, jeez. That's a huge hit there on Jazz Tavanga. Great offload, though, on fourth. Jerome Hughes come off the field, by the way. That's not a good sign. Jays is me still. Will Shaw says, when Des was at Manly, I only saw his positives. Now he's at another club, I see all his negatives. It's the nature of a tribal sports fan. Absolutely, Will. Are you a Manly fan, are you? Oh, actually, you should absolutely are. You just said that you are. But with that being said, like, Will, like, I understand where you're coming from. As a content creator, like, before he came to the Titans, I would have defended him the same way, just not as passionately, obviously, right? The passion comes from the fact that he's at the Titans. He's my coach now. But, like, as a content creator, you learn to be, oh, knock on there from the Indigenous All Stars. Chance here. Xavier Wilson. If he's going to score. Oh, he should have passed the ball. That should have been an easy try there for the Maori All Stars. Trindle should have just given away. Oh, my God, they had to score. Oh. That's insane they didn't score that just then. That's all on Xavier Wilson, though. I'm sorry, you got to pass that ball, rookie. You got to pass that ball. You got to pass that ball, Willison. That is selfish. That is a selfish play there from Xavier Willison. And I get you're a front rower. I get you're not known to pass the ball. But you have a 3 or 2 on 0 out to the left-hand side. But like Tomoko as well, that's a bad mistake. But with that being said, Xavier Willison, rookie, pass the ball, mate. Oh, it's a knock on of scrum. How did no one see that? How did no one see that just then? That was a knock on off the scrum. How did they not call this? That represents how the Raiders year is going to go. And Jack says, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Fair enough. He's a Raiders fan. Zach Hewitt with the $3 donation. Appreciate you, Zach. Says, turn the game on. See that schmozzle of a play. Oh, I can't believe Willison didn't pass that ball. So, fourth tackle here. They'll get this ball at the 25. Mark wanted to say, obviously, more NRL-specific talking will go on tomorrow and whatnot when we're doing all the preseason games. But, yeah, I agree. Like, obviously, when you're an opposition fan, you see the faults rather than the positives. And when you're a fan of the team, you see the positives rather than the faults. But with me, I'm very understanding of perspective. People are very happy to say that I am stupid or something like that. But at the end of the day, like, I understand perspective. If I could put myself in the shoes, this is what I used to do. I used to vlog on behalf of other teams. You know, I'm not a fan of any of the teams I vlogged besides the Titans, but I still did it and had a great time because I could put myself in their shoes for the day. I don't find it difficult. A lot of other people find it difficult. Fifth tackle now for the Maori All Stars at the 40. They've had so much opportunity here, this Maori team, but the Indigenous have just been so good defensively. Reece says, can't lie, this game's been really underwhelming. I wouldn't say it's been really underwhelming. I'd say there's been better, but I wouldn't say it's been really underwhelming. But there definitely has been better, that's for sure. Tasman says, you'll bring that back round 3, right? You'll support the Dogs since they're the home team. Hold on, let me just try something here. I'm going to time you out for 1 minute. We'll see in 1 minute, Taz. We'll see in 1 minute. So it's going to be 4 tackled here for the Indigenous All Stars at the 45. And now... And by the way, guys, it's still only an 8-point game, right? It's still only an 8-point game. To be honest, though, I guess you could say it's underwhelming because we have been talking about Desi Hasler for the last 15 minutes. Jason's ruthless. Hey, listen. It is what it is. It's what happens. It's what happens. The Titans play the Dogs at Belmore round 3. Like, he knows what he's doing. Like, and he's not even going to be there. The Gold Coast fan will be at Belmore. The Dogs fan in the chat, who's the moderator, will not be there. He's in Mexico. Disgraceful. Brandon Smith here for tackle. Tries to go with a little burrow. Couldn't do it. Mark Warner, I'm live for every single preseason game. That's including Titans. So, yes, I'll be there for Canberra. Oh, knock on from the big old Loft. Unfortunate knock on there from Loft in this weather. But no, yeah, I'll be live for Knights, Sharks, Roosters, Manly, Eels, Raiders, and Rabbits, Dragons. And then on Sunday, we'll be live for Warriors, Tigers, Cowboys, Broncos, and Dolphins, Titans. Which trial of the Titans are you looking forward to most? Rabbits, Dragons, Charity Shield. Probably Roosters, Manly, to be honest with you. I want to see what Manly do. I don't think Manly have a crazy strong lineup out there, though. Like, they're not playing Brooks. They're not playing Ches. They're not playing Jake Turbo, Tommy Turbo. But I would love to see Jamie Humphries. I think Jamie Humphries is going to be good this year. All right, Maori All Stars. They're 5 metres out from the line. I think this game's still on, man. They go right-hand side off of Xavier Willison. Willison now. He's going to push over. Couldn't do it, though. Held up. Well, he's actually 1 metre out, but he was held up over the line. I think it's second tackle, or is it third? Second tackle. Right-hand side off to Walker. Walker over the top here. Gives it off for Jesse Arthurs over the sideline. Wow. Oh, he's throwing the ball back in the inside. How on earth is he throwing that ball back inside? Oh, and then he's lost the ball. And then Walker has lost the ball there. I can't believe Jesse Arthurs didn't go over the sideline. Wowee. Let's have a look here. Jesse Arthurs must just just throw it. Wow, that's impressive there from him. Get the Oyas in the chat. Get the Oyas in the chat. Zakintos Greece, 1242. Welcome in, brother. Oya, we go head-to-head round 1, mate. Hey, Oya, we got a Dragons game on tomorrow, mate. You going to be here? You're going to be here for the old Dragons versus Rabbitohs Charity Shield? X-Factor, my guy says, Loffy better take an intercept and run the length of the field to score. We're not going to complain about that one, X-Factor, that's for sure. We are not complaining about that. Who's this? It's not Trell, is it? There's no way that was Trell just then, was it? Christian. Oh, that's Trell. Oh, Rabbitohs fans, their hearts are in their mouths right now. Their hearts are in their mouths right now. But there you go, guys. 3-quarter time. It stays 16-8. No points scored in the third quarter. Yeah, lots of mistakes. I told you guys, the longer this game goes, the more mistakes you'll get with the wet weather. Plus, also, the fact this is effectively preseason. But, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Game's still on. It's only an 8-point game. It's only an 8-point game, man. So, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. Christian says, if Titans were scheduled to go to Vegas, would you have gone? Yes. Yes, I would have gone. And I more than likely will be going either next year or the year after. That tells you everything you need to know. Jack O'Neill says, are you going to try and get to every Titans game this season like you did last season? I will be at every Titans game this year. Home and away. Don't try. I was at every game last year and I will be at every game this year. You're going to stream the World Club Challenge. Kicks off at 7 a.m. Yes, Blake. Yeah, I'll stream the World Club Challenge. That's next week, is it? Or is it the week after? I think it's next week. That's a big weekend, actually. Because I think we play Eels that day too at Ipswich. But again, I'm going to be streaming that. Hola, oya. What do you mean, hola? He's not the Spanito. He's not from the Colombia. He's from the Greece. From the Guindos. Christian Cass, Munro, White and Graham, probably Walker. We can't have any more. That's rough, man. Mark Warner, yeah, I have been in Las Vegas before. I went to I was actually a part of the media accreditation team for the Las Vegas Sevens that was there in 2019 before I went to Chicago. So I lived in Chicago for about 3 months and got to Cubs games, Bulls games, White Sox games, Blackhawks games. But before that, I was in Vegas for a little bit and I was there for the weekend. And yeah, I had media accreditation. I stayed in an Airbnb because back then I didn't really have a great deal of money, so I was kind of just going over there and just enjoying it and whatnot. But I didn't get to stay in a hotel or anything like that in the Vegas Strip. But I was just outside of Vegas. But it was literally like across the way. Vegas is an interesting place, though, bro. That is a dangerous place if you don't know what you're doing. But it's also an amazing place if you know what you're doing. Luke's good luck at Belmore BKR from a Bulldogs fan. Yeah, no, it is what it is, mate. I'll be target number one. People want to go down for assault, they go down for assault. Like, I've got a camera, and I've also got a lot of people there to support me, actually. But at the end of the day, like, people don't scare me away from going to games. You know. Blake Ellis says, you streaming the World Cup Challenge? Yes. Justin Summers says, Vegas is amazing. Vegas is amazing if you go there with the kind of right attitude. If you go there with the wrong attitude, you can have a bad time pretty quickly, too. Jack O'Neill's made the right call living on the Gold Coast. I definitely made the right call living on the Gold Coast, Jack. There's no debate about that. I don't even know where that's come from, but okay. Crypty says, Blaze loved Belmore from what I remember. Saw him at a chicken shop munching on the tabbouleh. I remember when I was at Belmore for Dogs Raiders back in the day. Dad's game. Dogs fans, you'll love this game. The Dogs led by like 18 points with like 5 minutes to go and lost against the Raiders. That was crazy. Living on the Gold Coast over the US. I don't know. I still don't know what you mean. Oh, my audio's gone. That means that I need to flick this around again. Oh, no. Don't copyright me, NRL. There we go. We're back. Pippin Easy said, better choice would be to live in Ipswich. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. But no, when I was in Belmore for that, I went to, don't you mention it, Taz says, I went to a great place with my mate Christian, who's a Tigers fan, but he's Lebanese. Oh man, I went to this great place. It was great food. I'm going to go to a place in Belmore. Like, again, no one scares me, right? Like, I go there for entertainment. I'm going to have a good time. I've got a lot of people around me. I've got a great support group. And plus also, there are extra precautions being made for the Belmore game. And if kids want to ruin their life, they can ruin their life. Like, it is what it is, right? Like, we're not children, yeah? Like, fights don't just happen. If you fight, then there's cameras, and unfortunately, you ruin your life. So, well done. But at the end of the day, I can't wait to go out afterwards and get some Lebanese food there. I can't wait. Alright, so the fourth quarter has started, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. Will Shaw says, crowd estimate for Vegas games. That is one giant stadium. Oh, probably like 20k, I would say. 20,000 or so. Which will look empty, but they will put the cameras into a way that looks sizable. Vegas is nothing compared to the Vegas and the West Rudy Hill RSL. Rudy Hill RSL. Oh yeah, BK, get around you big bop. I love you, BK. He's on. 40 metres out. Oh, this is BK's first All-Star game. I still can't believe, like, how does Brisbane get the name Bris Vegas? They've got one casino and, like, a kiddie pool at South Bank. Like, what's Vegas-y about Brisbane? Oh, jeez, that's gone backwards, luckily enough, there for Adam Bumpy. Expert says, I enjoyed the first episode of the Panthers documentary. They should do more for other clubs, not just when someone is going bad or great at a club. It gives an awesome insight into how season finals unfold. Well, the Panthers one's a good one for a good, successful season. The Tigers one with Michael Maguire. Maybe for the opposite reason. The Titans did one once. But it just kind of, it was wrong. It wasn't correct. It wasn't done correct, that Titans documentary. Who else have done one? Who's the other teams that have done one? Melbourne is more like Vegas than Brisbane. Well, Gold Coast is more like Vegas than Brisbane. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gold Coast, it's the Glitter Strip. It's full of night clubbing. It's got... I've had beautiful beaches. Oh, here we go. Jerome Hughes kicks it over the top here. Where's the ball bounce? Where's the bounce going to be? Hamiso. Oh my God, if he gets out. Oh my God, he got out. Oh my God, Hamiso got out and he's away. Hamiso got out and he's away. That's incredible. That's incredible. How does he get out of that? How does Hamiso Tabuai get out of that? That's incredible. That's the point. It's not Vegas. That's the joke. It's boring. But people who aren't from Brisbane don't know that, though. They don't know it's the joke, because Brisbane isn't anything close to Vegas. Wag Vegas, Wag Vegas. Calling Brisbane Vegas is like calling Canberra Vegas. Canberra's probably more a Vegas-y vibe than Brisbane. Adelaide is like... If Brisbane is Vegas, Adelaide's New York. If Brisbane is Vegas, Adelaide is New York. Summer says, how does he get out? I don't know how he got out of that, but Trindle puts that ball up in the air. 17 minutes to go here, the game. Still only an 8-point game, guys. But it's like the Maori All Stars have had so many opportunities, they just haven't scored. Oh, jeez, he just got annihilated by Bailey Butler. Doggies have done 1-2, but it was just some... No. Jack O'Neill says, one of the best in-goal escapes I've ever seen. Well, let's relax. That was great, but let's settle down. Nathan, I did think he did too, but shush. Simon says, the casino in Brisbane is amazing, so small. So my mum used to work at the Treasury Casino in Brisbane when I was really, really young, like a toddler, baby, kind of young kid. And she's told me stories that, like, and this is with a lot of casinos actually, but this might actually kind of be confronting for some people. But people are so addicted to slot machines that they wear diapers as adults. It's crazy. That's a true story. They don't want to leave the machines, they wear diapers. Fun fact for you guys. That's crazy. If you get to a stage where you wear a diaper to a casino so you don't have to leave a slot machine, it's not even that you need help. You're done. There's no help that you can receive. That's messed up. Like, there's no help anymore. You've gone past the point of help. Jay says, I seen it on the Joe Rogan show. Well, she used to work there, right? So this is first-hand experience, you know? But I didn't even know that. I didn't know that was on Joe Rogan or anything like that. She just said from first-hand experience. Right-hand side, Trindle, good. Oh, knock on. Knock on there from Stag. Otherwise, Loffy was away. Sana says, oh yeah, I hear stories about that. Some people even piss at the machines. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true. Don't you work at a casino? Or didn't you work at the casino, Justin? Diapers at the tab are okay, though. Diapers at the TAB. Gee whiz. 15 minutes to go to the fourth quarter. Lucas has bloody loved the start of the Gold Coast, honestly. I would say it's a pretty nice casino, mate. It doesn't really have that... It doesn't stink like Treasury does. I haven't been to a casino on the Gold Coast for ages, but it's quite nice. It's quite... Actually, no, sorry. I was there for the Titans awards night last year. I was invited there for the awards night, but I didn't go to the casino afterwards, I don't think. No, we just went home. But we had our awards night for the Gold Coast Titans at the Star. It was, yeah, so it's nice. Melbourne won. That food court is so weird, man. Like, the Melbourne... What is it? It's not Treasury. What is it called? Star? No, not Star. Star is Gold Coast. What's the Melbourne one? Sky? Full tackle, I can't remember. 99% of gamblers quit before they win big. Shut up, Christian. Or Crown, that's the one, Zach. There's an injury. 40 minutes to go to the fourth quarter. Yeah, Crown, that's the one. When the grand jackpot is at number 2 when you die, but... Oh, no. That's wild. That's crazy. Oh my god, this is what's happened here in this game. How have we gone to this? Cryptic says, I reckon we Ocean 11 the casinos. Jay Hayes as Damon, Zach as Bernie Mac, and Blaze as Julie Roberts. Why the hell am I Julie Roberts? I'd rather be Brad Pitt, mate. You haven't given anyone Brad Pitt, so give me Brad Pitt. I look the same, mate. Or either him or George Clooney. We do gamble on women, Mark Warner. That is the truth. That is the truth. We do gamble. Women are... That is a gamble. So Brandon Smith's come out here. Still 14 minutes to go to the fourth quarter. The Maori All Stars with the ball at the halfway point. Addiction habits. Some people are like robots. Like, I've been addicted to gambling before. But with that being said... I would never feel the need to wear a diaper. I've never liked slot machines, to be fair. Oh, that's a huge hit. That's a huge hit. I've got to be honest with you. Like, I've never felt the need to wear a diaper at a slot machine. But with that being said, I've never been a slot machine kind of guy. Clarky is. Clarky loves his slots. Will Shaw says, Nico getting charged for that hidden cheese? Probably not, man. Extract says, who's the new player the Titans are excited to see play this year? This week, honestly, I would encourage you to listen to the Titans podcast this week with myself and Clarky, or Adam Elliott will get this ball to 35. We both go through all the rookies and the debutants coming through the system as youth and whatnot. Obviously, this weekend, Josiah Pahulu. We'll talk about it during the Titans stream, obviously. Josiah Pahulu is massive this Sunday. In the main team is Palacia. In the starting 17, Palacia. But Josiah Pahulu is a freak of a talent coming through. Oh, you still do. There you go, Sunday. Yeah, I remembered you said something. You were. Isn't Sydney still Crown as well? Zach says, knew a bloke who was in care in his 70s. Whenever you went out with him, he'd say he wanted to go to the toilet and instead he'd go to the pawn shop, trade his phone in and go pokies. That's mad. To be fair, he's in his 70s. Let him do what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not got too long to crack on with, man. Let him pawn his phone. Get him on the pokes. Jack O'Neill says, Joey on 9's... There's a knock on there from the Maori All Stars, by the way. Joey on 9's commentary tipped the Titans to make the 8. You guys are going to be baffled when I make my prediction. Luke says, Titans could be a smoker this year, especially with Desi as coach. I remember that Doggy's been good with him in his first year with the club. First 3 years. Made 2 grand finals in the first 3 years. 2012 and 2014. Mannix Broncos says, yo, get around you. Luke says, Sydney has both crowned star, I think. Yeah, Sydney Star. That's the one. Star, because I used to live in Ultimo. When COVID happened, I used to live in Ultimo. But that was before I started streaming. I was in a share house in Ultimo, which is really close to where that casino is. I think that's the one you work at, isn't it, Sunday? So the Indigenous now will get this ball. Oh, no, he's lost the ball. However, Peru, no, he kept it. Third tackle at 35. Meg Beach says Latrell. What about Latrell? Oh, here we go. There's a takeout here. It's a penalty. Yep, penalty to the Indigenous. What's Latrell about, Meg? I reckon you're going to put Titan 6 this year again. It's quite low. Zach says, I'm like Dana White and the Pokies been banned at multiple casinos. Not for winning too much, though. Nah, it's just because you're a Muppet. Reese 77, we put them at 4. This is the thing, right? Like, I can tip my team wherever I want because at the end of the day, people are going to complain about where they get put regardless. Clark has the same thing as well. Regardless of where I put them, if I put them too low, I get hated on by my own fans of my own team, right? But if I put them too high, then people are going to hate on me from opposition teams, my own fans about my own team love me, right? So I'd rather be loved by my own fans of my own team. So I can, but in the same sense, I genuinely believe where I'm going to put them. I genuinely believe them. So right hand side, over the top, go Luffy, my beautiful boy. Let's go Loff. Let's go Loff. Titans right there, baby. That tells you everything you need to know. That tells you everything right there that you need to know. My boy Loff goes slap 20-8 here with a kid to come. 10 minutes to go of the game. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. My boy Loff goes bang right in your face, down the wing. Great pass over the top there from Nico Hines. And you can't stop Loffy in that situation, baby. That's why he scored 20 tries last season and broke the club scoring record for the Gold Coast Titans in his debut rookie year. I was telling you guys about this guy for years and years. I was telling you about him for years and years prior to last year. Just like I'm now telling you about Josiah Pahulu. Josiah Pahulu will be the next big thing from the Gold Coast. Watch. But don't forget, guys, we're showing all 4 games tomorrow. All 4 preseason games and all 3 games on Sundays. Warriors, Tigers, Broncos, Cowboys, and Titans, Dolphins. But all 4 games tomorrow for sure. Christian says if you put Titans higher than 6, people are going to slam in the comment section. Ugly. I want you to look at my eyes. Do you think I care? Do you think at this point of my YouTube kind of career that I care what people say to my prediction of the Titans? He'll put them first undefeated. No, I don't do that. Like, I'll still give you I give you my ceiling. That's what I do with the Titans. I also tell you that. I give you my ceiling. Mannix Broncos says, just sub. Appreciate you, bro. Sounds like a great second half. Not the most unreal second half Mark Warner, but it's great to see my boy Loft score. You'll notice this, right? And this is what people who watch the streams will know. It's a great game when we're focused on the score and on what's happening. But when we're not focused on the score and what's happening, you know it's not that great. But Nico Hines will effectively end the game. 22-8, 14-point game with 8 minutes to go. Mark Warner says you get some strepsils for the weekend. Bro, I've been doing this for years now, man. People ask me this all the time. They ask me this all the time. I don't need it. Have you watched one of my vlogs before? If you watch one of my Gold Coast Titans vlogs, you'll understand. This is nothing compared to when I'm in a game. Re77 says, I do think the Titans will do well, but I just don't rate their spine. I don't rate you, Re77. Look me here. Hello? I'm looking in your eyes. I don't rate you. Jack O'Neill says, you obviously know Jojo Fifita better than me, but reckon he still needs development, or is he first grade ready? That's going to be a penalty here to the Indigenous All Stars. Didn't kick at 10. Obviously very tough to break into your back line is stacked. Yeah, Jojo can't get into the team right now. I love Jojo, know his family well. Amazing family. Amazing guy. But, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not right now. You've got Loffy, you got Phil Sammy, you got Tony Francis coming through, you got Harley Smith-Shields there now as well. You got Aaron Shuppy. You've got Kemba Marlowe. You know, and then there's also Jojo. I think Jojo is pretty close on the depth marker. I think he's probably around the next in line or the... I think he's probably still next in line. But I don't know what Desi's thinking, right? We don't know Desi yet. We haven't seen him coach one game yet. You know? So I don't really know. I appreciate that, Mark. Great channel, by the way. Love the honesty. We say how it is, in my opinion, man, but also I do my best to kind of keep it realistic. The only thing you kind of have to be relatively concerned about is the Titans. Oh, here we go. Left-hand side. Oh, BK passes it to Adokar. It is a Titans, but with that being said, I tell you guys all the time, like, be cautious with listening to me full on. What I say with the Titans, right, is listen to what I have to say, have your own opinion, and then piece it together in the middle, is what I would say. Jojo's crazy potential. Jojo does have crazy potential, but it ain't easy. Left-hand side here. Oh, BK didn't get the pass away to Adokar, but he gets the pass away to Josh Curran. Forward tackle. He's 10 metres out of the line. How's that 13 plus looking, No Jay says? This is looking like the exact same scoreline from... exact same... Oh, Trell Mitt held up over the line. This is looking like the exact same scoreline as the women's game. 26-8 was the final score there. Do I rest my voice when you're not online or at games? Yeah. I'm usually editing videos. Terrell doesn't get this ball down. Jason's hit the like button. It's free on Fridays. You may as well hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Jack O'Neill says, obviously hard question to answer, but do you see him going to another club or think there's a spot in the future? I don't think he wants to go anywhere, but I think that if an opportunity arose where he was guaranteed a starting spot, I think he would consider it. But I also know that Jojo loves being on the Gold Coast. He's got a beautiful missus here on the Gold Coast. He's got a beautiful family here on the Gold Coast. I think he wants to be in the Gold Coast. So, yeah, it's a hard one. I think Jojo is patient, but patience always comes to an end. Like, if JC wasn't... I would say... JC, if he wasn't kind of guaranteed the spot that he's guaranteed, I think he would have, like, thought about going elsewhere, but I also don't... I don't know if he would have done it, man. He loves it. He's got everything on the Gold Coast. He's a Gold Coast boy. But, like, money does talk, but JC's not really a money kind of guy. But, yeah, Jojo, I think, would be more inclined, but it would have to be a good situation for him. So fit tackle now at the 40. 5 minutes to go here at the game. Jerome Hugh, sorry, that's Nicarima, kicks the ball over the top. Nothing really there. Nicarima gets it off to Hamiso. Hamiso to Hopgood. Hopgood taking down at the 30. Christian Kerr says the biggest predicament with the GC is they have 3 gun fullbacks. Truly believe they have to get rid of one so they can get game time somewhere else. So AJ, I was talking to him today. AJ he's used to playing the centres now. He's happy to play the centres. JC will come back. Can't say more than that. But Keanu will play round 1, right? So it's gonna be interesting because you can't play a fullback as a 14. You can't. Fit tackle now for the Indigenous. They'll get this ball to the 45. Also, I reckon Harley Smith Shield's going to be awesome for you guys. Great attacking upside, but has had some defensive issues. Dez is going to be massive for him. Yeah, I can't see... Oh, that's a mistake there by the Maori All Star. Knock on. So it will be Indigenous All Stars with the ball to 15. I would say that Harley Smith will find it difficult to get into the team. Rig on him, but absolute rig on the guy. But I do think he'll find it difficult to get into the team. We have the back line is really quite stacked. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Listen to the Titans podcast that I do every week with Clarkie's Rugby League column. We go in depth last week. We did a preview, and we tell you where our biggest concern is in regards to depth, where our biggest positive is, kind of what we're thinking going forward, what's the likelihood of certain guys coming up and certain guys going down, and we do a whole hour and 10 preview. Right, we do a podcast every single week. So if you want to know all about the Gold Coast Titans, that's the podcast for you. It's on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. The Gold Coast Frontline Podcast. He does, Will Shaw. He does have a great track record with fullbacks. Brett Stewart, Benny Barber, Tommy Turbo, Desi Hasler. Second tackle here with the Indigenous All Stars. 3 minutes to go. If they score here and don't convert, that's the same score as the women's game. Out to the right-hand side. Tron mid over the top. Go Loff. Oh, that's BK. Go BK. No, that is Loff. It looked like BK for a second. No, that is BK. No, that was BK. It wasn't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The commentary said Loff. It should have been Loff because he's usually on that wing, but it was BK. I knew the difference between our boys. Nico Hines gets it out here to Mosley. Mosley underneath here to Hopgood. And it'll be fit tackle now, 15 out. Yeah, there's the link to the potty there from Jay. Jay just got the link to the potty. Nico Hines off to Curran. Curran kicks it through. I think it was a mistake, but... Oh, that's a knock on. And, penalty. Biffo, throw a punch. Slap him. Josh Curran and Tavanga, they're throwing punches. Yeah, former teammates there. They didn't throw punches, but it was probably more of a fight than what we normally see. Not even a Titans fan, but I find myself listening to your podcast every week. Appreciate that, Christian. We do our best. Obviously, there's no real other Titans podcasts out there, and we do our best to give as much info as possible every single week. It gives you an idea about what other clubs are doing, That is a high tackle from Curran onto Muddy Martin. That is a high tackle. Oh, jeez. A bit of friendly fire there. Josh Curran's head goes back into Dane Gagai because of the Jazz Tavanga shove. Oh, he goes for a bit of a slap there, Tavanga. So penalty to the Maori All Stars. Would have to score now and then now again. No, they can't. They can't come back, sorry. It's game over. Looking forward to tomorrow, though. Plenty of rugby league chat tomorrow. 4 preseason games. Wowee. Roosters Seagulls starts us off. No, sorry, they don't. The first game is Night Sharks at 12:45. We'll go live at 12:30. Then we've got Roosters Manly, Eels Raiders, and Rabbitohs Dragons. A big day tomorrow of rugby league streams. Xavier Willison here. Being good today, besides that mistake to not pass, which would have been an easy try. All right, they go left-hand side to Jazz Tavanga. He'll get this ball to the 20. 24. Forward tackle off to Xavier Willison. Willison here to Hughes. Hughes is probably one of the better for the Maori All Stars, but it's not been a great performance here by the boys. Mark Warner says, just a bit of trivia. Where I live, the public transport is Jeeps. Where you want to say, stop the driver, you say para. So being a para supporter, I can't escape. You're a para supporter? I'm so sorry. There's a penalty here to the Maori All Stars. So where I live, the public transport is Jeeps. When you want to say stop the driver, you say para. So being a para but I can't skate. Where do you live? Like outback? 5 metres out of the line, train Mooney. Still going. 2 metres out. There's 22 seconds to go. Actually, no, you're international. Sorry, Mark Warner. You said you're international. Oh, that's going to be try time. Xavier Willison. Xavier Willison scored the try time. So it will be 22-12 here with the kick to come from right in front of the Philippines. Yeah, there you go. Jack O'Neill says, lovely content in general because you're a clear Titans fan. Don't shy away from it, but you still offer a lot more balance compared to the big NRL creators at the moment. Well, I do my best, man. Like, I don't need to cater, right? I do take a less antagonistic approach nowadays because I am starting to do a lot more stuff with the club in general and the Titans in general, and I don't want to be antagonistic, which we'll see more of throughout the regular season. But at the end of the day, like a lot of the time people don't like me because I tell them an opinion they don't like, right? It's not me trying to offend anybody. It's just me kind of saying what I think in regards to a certain team. You know, and usually it's their team. I just say, I don't think this team is that good. And they don't end up being that good. But then that person hates me because of that, right? So at the end of the day, I've changed to be a less antagonistic approach. But I do my best to provide as much kind of analysis on all different teams rather than just the Titans. But there we go. The final score here, guys, will be the 22-14 to the Indigenous All Stars over the Maori All Stars. 8-point win. Indigenous were much better today. They just simply were. Much better. Christian Kess, this guy needs a bench spot in the Bronx. Xavier Willison could get the starting front row alongside Payne Haas. They don't have a starting front row. Tom Flegler left to the Dolphins, right? So Xavier Willison probably will get that starting front row spot alongside Payne Haas. And then their back row, they lost Kurt Catewell as well, so they've got to find someone to get in there. They lost Herbie Farnworth, and they've lost a few players there, right? So and Palacia. So they've got a few positions to lock up in their spot. But at the end of the day, guys, I will jump off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We've got 4 streams. Actually, just to answer this one, Will Shaw says, will you take breaks between games tomorrow or stream all the way through? No, I do separate streams, right? So if people want to go back and watch a certain game, they can watch that stream. So you'll see tomorrow anyway. But, all right, guys, jumping off. Thumbs up, subscribe. See you tomorrow. Big win for the Indigenous. They deserve it. Get around my boy Loth, who got the score sheet. And I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.